Hi Internet, it's me. Well, as much as me can be me. Today's game will be slightly different in that we don't have Drew and Luggage, but we have a guest who will be... He wasn't originally planned to be stepping in, but he is here now. He is a character who will be introduced when he arrives. as much information can be given. Same competition deals are still up, so for those 4 or 5 people who we have consistently watching us, pass the news around and Dice Tower and dice can be given away. Be aware of it. It has been a while since we've played. It's been about 2 weeks because life happens. Yeah. On with the episode of Chaos. Yeah. Hello! We have returned back to us again. So, as it's been about 2 weeks...
Don't look at me. I'm not helping.
I will quickly reiterate the events that have taken place. So, the party had been preparing for an inevitable attack from intel they had gained, coming from somewhere, and so they had fortified sections of the city, had arranged with the only airship that was still docked in the docks to use it as defence, and also pointed out a few points of interest that might need being defended, and so the party were able to, not that this is an up-to-date map of the situation, but they were able to orientate some locations for people to be focused in on. The invasion took place, and
I would argue it's in progress.
it's in progress.
Loading bar half full.
The party had, I wouldn't say neutralised, but they at least weakened the attack of goblins and hobgoblins and orcs coming in from one half of the city, and then immediately split off and annihilated wizards that were attacking from another part of the city, and then split off where Fitz and Johnny were able to take out a contingent that seemed to be heading towards the sewer system on one side of the city, consisting of a few extra goblins, a human and an earth elemental, and then proceeded to attacking another horde of humans who were coming in from the forest side. Whereas Luggage and Drew had taken out the wizards and then were greeted by a dwarf who was insisting that he knew Johnny was there. As Luggage and Drew are not currently here to roleplay said interaction, I will chat with them later about the exact conversation they have, but we will travel back to Fitz and Johnny in the airship as they are currently shooting and piling arrowheads at a swarm of humans who are currently down here. So, if you so kindly, we will use the same initiative that I had made note of in my sheet somewhere. Where did I keep track of that? I was clever. I wrote it down somewhere, and I lost it. Because I'm intelligent. How did I do that? Because that's an entire page of stats of creatures, that's why that's there.
Do you remember the turn order?
That's basically what I'm looking for. I realized...
Just give random numbers.
No, it was because Johnny and Fitz are the only two that are here, and then there were NPCs and things. I'm just going to take them out and put them into the... So that's Fitz, Johnny, 4 ship NPCs, and then the ship has movement, and then other characters get rolled in after that. So Fitz, you're up.
What people? Is that like?
Over there.
Yeah. I know there's 2 types of things.
There were a bunch of humans that were charging in from over there. You had taken out the goblins. And if I roll some music to add some ambience.
Maybe we've taken them out, so...
You'd taken out the goblins and...
So should we move that piece away?
No, the goblins and stuff were
Yeah,
there.
we took out all the ones that were below us,
Oh, right.
and now we're moving that way, I think.
Yeah, you guys are above a bunch of humans.
Hold on, is this piece the airship?
Yeah.
Oh,
my
I bet
God.
that's you, yeah. You've got... Let's get him
Yeah, the tail's me.
Yeah.
You've got the Wolverine haircut with the gun. The guy with wings on his back is a ship. How is this confusing? Jesus, pay attention.
Sorry,
And
I'm
the
trying to find
stormtroopers, the humans.
Stormtroopers
Maybe
are
clones. We don't know. We'd have to get close and check belly buttons. Not that that's just a rule for clones for some reason.
humans. Okay.
Alright. I think I will throw a grenade.
I think you have one last grenade left.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's a save from them.
Should I just at least roll to
Yeah,
throw?
roll damage for it. The grenade, I think, is 66, I think. I will just double check.
Let's just say it is.
Let's just say they're dead.
Where is it? I've got the stats. I'm just trying to find it.
10, 15.
5d6.
17.
It fell into a goblin's mouth.
That
His
is
arms punched 2 other goblins when they flew off his body.
Yeah, with the bones from his like rib cage. and, like,
No, it goes in, he swallows. Because why wouldn't you?
Something go into your mouth? I'll just swallow naturally.
It explodes about here. Those arms shoot off in the direction. Ribs shoot forward.
Each thing impaling another goblin.
They're like, oh, George, why did you punch? Oh.
If you had that limb reincarnating ability, you'd swallow a grenade and shoot off your limbs.
Fuck, that should be my go-to move.
Should be recording that.
You were.
Yeah.
yeah, it's all recorded.
No, I mean before when we came up with the
My special move, I'll save it for later.
when you get the reincarnating ability.
Or like, to reincarnate, you need to suck the life out of 10 creatures. So I can feel myself dying. I'm like, bring me a deer.
You're basically a pseudo lich.
How do you suck it out there?
Just grab their face and then just their whole body goes into my hand.
How much damage was it?
17, yeah.
17. Okay. That's 4 dudes who just explode.
Fuck, I'm right. It's went in his mouth. Rib cage has got the first guy. 2 arms got the other 2. That's only got 4.
Spine. Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
The first one.
First one's fucked. He's just a pelvis.
The
mate.
first one survives, the other 4 don't.
He's just survivor 2 seconds. Just a pelvis falls over.
Okay.
Jesus
How was
Christ.
the brain still hooked to it somehow?
Yeah.
So he's still alive?
Cool. So there's still quite a hoardish group coming in from that way.
I look over the side and vomit because that was disgusting.
Is that your action?
Wait, I forgot.
This
I
is
still have my
reaction.
turret.
You
to
still have your
attack.
turret. Okay.
And this is carry on.
What did you roll?
A 6.
Okay. Yeah. No, that'll miss. Okay.
It hits a tree and impales a squirrel.
The turret fires in a crew chair.
Oh my god, oh my god.
No,
Jesus
it's more of a yay debate, but okay. Johnny, you're up.
So am I close enough to throw stuff off or use the cannons?
The airship is close enough to topple some stuff off from where you are. The cannons are not ready.
God damn it!
There is still...
I slap Steve and then shovel stuff off.
He's currently downstairs.
I'll
dealing with the
mage
cannon.
hand him, whatever.
I'm gonna keep a note of the cannon.
Interesting things you could do with Mage Hand, eh?
Go through the floorboards. Fuck you, Steve!
Yeah, there's still another 6 more rounds for the cannons to be actually loaded.
Alright, so I've got me plus 4 other dudes.
No,
plus
you've got you plus 3. That you have 4 crew you have access to do things. You've got 1 crew guy setting up all the cannons.
I like it. It's his fault stuff. As far as I'm concerned.
None of the spears are being used. Up the harpoons on top deck are not being used. You've taken all harpooners and moved them to your pile of arrowheads, and you're all shoveling arrowheads off.
Oh, I forgot to tell you the best bit. I'm wearing a pirate's hat with a chef's hat on top, but it's a minor illusion, so it doesn't move with me.
So he keeps moving and then recasting it. So as his
I'm
as
just
his
a
bonus
madman.
action, he has to remove it somewhere else.
So I'm clearly insane, and somehow people are listening to me.
It's not so much listening, but more taking advice.
Alright, so we all shovel off.
You're all shoveling, so
Yep.
that's
4 more shovels.
4 shovels, and that's is it 3 or 44?
4.
It's 44. So that's 3 lots of 44.
Let's steal those.
Or you could take 44 and then times it by 3. So take that total and times it by 3.
Oh, that was at the bottom. Oh, wait. Fuck, that's also the bottom. So that's 5, 9, 12. 12 times 4. Nah.
36.
No.
Times 3.
Oh no, it's yeah.
Times 4.
48.
Oh, yes. Yes, let's go with 48. Fuck your calculator.
Yeah, no, 48. Yep.
Yeah. Sweet, that's how much damage I do.
That's how much damage is done.
By passing the boys. New to Amazon Prime. Forgot to say we have a sponsor.
Matt queried with vomit
The toddlers,
falling
the
from an
spin-off
airship
series
count
from
as
the
con
boys.
save. It probably would, but he's not vomiting, he's shoveling.
I
Can
want
he be
to.
vomiting while he's shoveling, so some of them are actually coated in vomit as well?
D&D Corona. I vomit on the shovel and it doesn't.
Oh.
To be fair, there's a dead body in the pile of that I'm tossing off because I aimed for a plan for it to disease the metal. I'm playing the long game.
Obviously failed. But
Yeah,
it's
everybody's-
magical items.
Everybody's holding their nose while shoveling the metal and going, why is there a corpse there? No one knows where I got the corpse from. It's a lot of questions.
It's the captain's master plan, don't joke about it.
To be fair, I was really intelligent. I roped off part of the ship so nobody would fall into the bag pocket of holding. Everyone was like, what's your plan? It's like, I turn it on and it's just a pile of metal comes out.
Okay, as you guys are shoveling off these things, you
Yeah.
notice that the one dude who survived the grenade is now dead. As more of these arrowheads fall down, and you notice that 4 more guys drop down dead. There now is approximately 14 people still charging at the city.
I got them all in the eyes.
No, one landed up his nose somehow. Hit the ground,
Odd-
reflected up and went up
Odd
his
or
nose.
even?
Even.
Cool. You've got one dude who appears to have 2 arrowheads just...
Guys, look at that!
He's
thing.
alive. He will have disadvantage on anything visual he's checking, but he is alive.
Oh.
Does he swing him around his weapon out of like?
No, he's still
fear?
charging forwards. He's just got arrows in his arms.
Unfortunate soul.
I'd argue I'm gonna like forgo my next turn. I'm laughing at that. That's fucking hilarious.
Do you want the airship to do anything?
I suppose get closer?
You want it to lower down?
Yeah. No, it's like...
Yeah, just literally just crash into them.
No.
Just squash the guy that has 2 out of his eyes and then lift back
I
up.
would require a charisma of 20 to convince the captain.
I can fucking manage
Sorry,
that. You know I can...
charisma of 50.
I was gonna say...
50.
I could.
telling him to crash his ship into the ground.
That 20, easy.
I think I'm the captain, but I'm not.
Everyone he's barking orders at, he's saying something that he thinks sounds like a ship thing, and they're looking at him, nodding, but they're doing something else anyway.
They're looking
he
over my shoulder to the real captain.
But he thinks
See,
he's
to the
barking.
people that are shoveling stuff with you.
Yeah,
There are a crew who have been told, listen to these guys as
The
they do
captain's
this.
like, okay, just pretend, he's doing something. Just listen.
Well, it's more he started doing this. They noticed how effective this was, and so it wasn't hard to convince them elsewise to say, hey, do this instead of shooting harpoons at them.
Yeah.
So they're having it's a lot easier to shovel arrowheads off than it is to try and aim a harpoon. Okay.
Oh, man.
So the guys down here,
Yeah.
basically they all bolt underneath the ship itself. So a bunch of them appear to be running in the shadows.
Yeah.
And they're all kind of running in time with the ship and sort of waiting where they are and sort of setting up barricades underneath the ship.
Can we do a flip of the ship?
There is a couple of guards that you...
Upside down.
Like, if we're real quick about it, then we can throw straight down and we're back up.
Wait, if we did that, wouldn't all the arrowheads just...
Oh,
fall?
shit! Have to be really quick.
Barrel roll.
There, you do hear the sounds of shouting and a few gunshots go off from the wall. It sounds like the guards there are a few guards that are at the wall are attempting to hold them back from getting at the wall. For all intents and purposes, though, they are currently under the airship.
Are
So
they shooting it under the ship?
they're shooting it underneath, so you guys know where they are because you can hear them shooting under and stuff.
Oh, shit. So I'm gonna yell out. Quickly, they're gonna sink us.
Okay.
Not understanding how we're an airship.
Fitz, you're up.
So I can I curve a bullet over the side?
Can I Tides of Chaos to help them do this?
You do not have that ability.
Shut up, God.
Um,
What a help.
If you can come up with a creative way of holding yourself inside of the ship to shoot down, I will allow
I know what you can do.
Tie yourself to the corpse. Make the corpse hold on to the side of the airship.
Okay, I have two plans now. Get a rope and hang yourself off the side of the ship. Or, if there's like a walk the plank situation, get on the end of the plank and shoot downwards on an angle. You have to lay prone and you're pretty susceptible.
I have one trick I could do.
Okay.
But then I'd be stuck there.
Dig a hole in the bottom of the ship.
Rope trick.
Oh no.
And then it'll be up in the air. I have no way of... Oh, I have my parachute.
Yeah, you've got a parachute and something with feather floors, why don't you? Oh no, you've just got your parachute. Yeah, no, okay.
You'll be the only thing they shoot at.
Okay. Are you going to rope trip?
No, fuck that.
Tell me to do it.
The airship isn't moving; it's hovering in place. So
Is there some ropes?
There are ropes
I can
and
hang
things.
down off the side?
it is like a normal ship that has like riggings that go down the side as well. So if you climbed down
Yeah,
the side,
I'll
you can-
climb down one of it. I'll climb down one of
Yeah,
those.
but how can you shoot if you've got
So
one
roll
hand?
me and
It's like,
acrobatics.
yeah, it's-
He ties himself to it and then he shoots.
No,
yeah.
you're doing this. Give me an athletics.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. For
Can we make it acrobatics?
Which one's Dex and which one's Strength?
Dex is acrobatics, but that would be like going haha and jumping off and flipping off.
It is an athletics thing.
It's an acrobatics.
I think you should just like dig a hole in the bottom of the ship.
If you
and
do a
shoot
cartwheel down it, acrobatics.
Athletics with advantage because you have claws. This is more just to see how low you can get down the ship.
Oh, okay. So it's not... Okay. Oh, that's not so bad. 16. There's going to be a 1. Oh, 16.
Yep, so you're able to take your entire movement and get to the bottom part of the ship. So you're basically sort of not quite at the very bottom, but you can aim from where you are hooked in, but you are now permanently on that side of the ship.
Sweet.
So you can't shoot that way, but you can shoot this way. And you can see some guys down there.
Okay.
Yeah,
is
so,
is your turret shoulder or is
yeah.
Well, shoulder.
it was shoulder
You
mounted?
would be seeing like that half from your side, then the other side would be obscured, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So you're seeing half under the ship.
I'm just going to shoot at whatever I can see.
Yep.
So yellow will be me. That will be turret. Turret misses.
Turret got a 3. Oh.
15 to hit.
Cool. Roll damage.
Oh, yes. It'll be the lightning one.
Alright, so that'll do.
I'll make the blue one the
Lightning.
electric, whatever you want.
Lightning. Yep.
11. I think that's 16.
Cool. And it's a 3 damage for the lightning.
Yep.
So that'll halve it.
Oh, fuck,
Two.
I can't do that.
So
I spent all my money.
Well, I thought you had that
Oh yeah, we didn't discuss how much money.
your family or whatever.
No, I have a spell that requires
might
money.
not be buying anything at the moment, so I think you'll be right.
I know, but there's a specific money I want to have.
Okay.
Electrum pieces. Be that asshole.
Cool. You bang, fire a shot down. It goes down square. On top of the one dude blasts out, hits a dude inside the head. He goes ah, and this guy falls down. Johnny, what are you doing?
Oh wait, no, I can do this. I still have one of them on me. I am going to attempt to cast Clairvoyance. Because that will give you sight to see the rest.
Okay,
Yeah.
roll
First,
roll d100.
need
So
that
you're,
one.
where are you casting it?
I can cast it within 1 mile.
No, I mean whereabouts are you casting it to be? You're wanting it to be on the map,
Under the ship.
under the ship.
So we
Okay.
can see directly down.
Bear in mind, you can unattune to your
No.
gauntlet. Okay.
My god's like, you can do...
Scary.
No, shut up, shut
I
up.
sent you a text as well.
We're good, 82.
Okay.
Damn.
Sweet. So, I create an invisible sensor. I need to get rid of the horn that I've been carrying for ages. I forgot it was in my back pocket. I'm going to choose seeing. Pretty much, we can... This creature benefits from physical true sight. Pretty much now we can both see everything under the ship, regardless of anything in the way.
Does it consume the horn though, or do you keep
Yeah, it consumes the horn. So it's only there for...
Does it say it consumes it?
Yeah.
Okay.
With focus with at least 100 GP or either a jeweled horn or a hearing or a glass eye for scrying. Uses it, lasts up to 10 minutes. Yeah. There you go. Is it just for me or does it count for me?
Alright.
That's the only thing I can't see.
You can choose to either see or hear. Only you can. There's an action you can switch between seeing and hearing from that location. So you can see it. You can see and hear from that location.
Right.
But
Can I give that information? Like
you
a
can
little to left?
you can actively yell at him, "Hey, look that way or this way," that kind of thing. If you
Cool.
want. Do you have the message cantrip?
I don't.
Because I think you can send images as a message.
Let me look.
It sounds like a costly spell to fucking use.
Well, he can see everything below the ship now.
Mage hand, minor illusion, cutting words. No.
But it's
No,
100
okay.
G.
Yeah. I gotta
Maybe
go get rid of
spells
that
just
item.
like Fireball, where you just need a bit of bat shit, and then you.
Yeah, but if there's no bats around.
Okay.
And are you getting your crew to?
Can I relay to them which way to throw stuff?
Yes.
Cool. I'll do that. So just 3 guys throwing them?
3 guys will throw. Yep. The guys have advantage to save against this.
3, 6, 9, 10. 30.
30 damage.
Yep. And that was one of my 3rd level spells that I actually used correctly. Rare.
This really is a more serious character.
I'm sitting there going, eee! That's how I concentrate. Really loudly.
Okay.
Eee!
You hear the sound. Well, you can hear a bunch of sounds of these arrows going down. You actively see through your clairvoyance that a good chunk of these guys who are running through are sort of shielding themselves and getting hit, and a bunch of them are jumping out of the way of a lot of these arrows that are coming through. A lot of them getting hit sort of by this.
Yeah.
No one is downed from this though, but a good chunk of them have had a bunch of arrowheads.
I
land in them.
reckon whenever they take movement, they should have a chance to get hurt. to be honest.
Let's not make it more complicated.
Well,
If they were all cattle trops, yes. They're not. They're all arrowheads. So once an arrowhead will either land in the ground or sideways.
Yeah, which is harmless.
Yeah.
Unless someone slipped on him.
And
Mold earth, you just like bring it up and snap around them. It's just filled with metal.
Lands on the ground, someone
Are
actually
you
kicks
moving
it
the
and
air-
flies into someone.
Are you actively wanting the airship to move anywhere, or?
No, I'm going E. I'm busy.
Okay.
If you're not the captain, why are you letting him move the airship?
Technically, not the captain is the commander.
And I just hold up the finger like E. Just need to concentrate.
Right. Roll me a perception fits. Because he's not concentrating.
I am, but on something else.
13.
You see something over here take off above the air, like above the wall.
Oh,
You don't know what it is, you just saw something big.
something big, well, like fly up over the wall, or
Yeah, it's just flown up over the wall.
yeah. Find out when we come across it, I guess.
You like swinging
you're
on the rope. Well, that's interesting.
Same thing. Can I see people?
Yeah, you
underneath?
can still see, you've got no issue with people on your half.
So it's a turret, and that's plus 16 for this one. No, wait. That's 9. Oh, fuck, it's 21
Cool.
for this one.
Hits.
Start with the turret.
I feel like my clairvoyance was actual clairvoyance because I would have just thrown an abacus at you. It was like a sick burn.
There is a spell that does something like that, but it's something like a level 7 or 8 or something like that.
I would just minor
Chucking abacus.
No. The kind of
I became a furious accountant.
the kind of clairvoyance he's thinking of, there is one something like it, but it's not called clairvoyance.
I now know mathematics.
There is a spell that does that. Comprehend language.
Okay, yeah.
Maths is a language.
So a turret does 12.
The turret just sort of aims around your shoulder, and a dude gets hit.
Yep. And then the other one's 17, with 6 being the electric.
Same target, or different target.
I guess a different one.
Okay.
You shoot one in the pelvis, not the dick, the pelvis. It's worse.
So
He's
how much
in
was the
pain.
lightning?
The lightning is 6.
Okay, so it'd be 3 on
The other one, you took out both his kneecaps. Very impressive.
Cool.
He is agony.
Your carrot fires at someone and it looks like it sort of hits him in the shoulder. He's like, ah! And then you fire another shot at some dude whose head explodes from the shot. The lightning bounces off and hits the same dude that the turret hit. And he's sitting there going, he's kind of injured and he sort of drops to the ground. He's like, ah! He doesn't look too good. Johnny.
Can we make it that the other guy's spine flew and wrapped around the other guy's
Snapped his neck.
He's not quite that powerful.
He's
yet.
tied up around by the spine.
There's probably bits of spine near him, but no.
God damn. It's getting vicious down there.
He threw a grenade down there.
I know. Can I, so I can while yelling E, can I deliberately throw, like, the catatrops and stuff off one side to herd them towards him?
So you want to get them to go to the other side of the ship
Yeah, towards
and
this.
just say, can you just drop them on this? Just
Yeah.
get them all to drop. So you and the 3 guys wander to the side of the ship.
I'm still going E, so I'm useless, but I'm like...
E-job! E-job!
that side only.
Roll me a persuasion to whether they can comprehend what you want them to do.
I think you're struggling, so... Oh no. Persuasion, 15.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. It's my one strength. is
You're
convincing
you're
people.
screaming E and pointing arrows that side. One of the dudes stops and looks at you and goes, "Huh?" The other dude one of the other 3 dudes stops and looks at you in confusion as well. Third one looks at you, nods, shovels, and runs to the other side of the ship. The second dude looks and goes, shovels, and follows him as well.
Thank
The
God.
third dude still sits there in confusion about what's just been commanded of him. So that's
But followed me and knows what to do.
that's 2 lots of 44.
Cool.
Although you're not aiming at anyone, you're just throwing them. Yeah, no, that's fine. Throw them off.
So just 2 lots.
Yeah, just 2 lots, and I will roll with a lower DC for them to
4,
actually make a
6,
save against.
10, 11. 22.
Cool. There is, from your clairvoyance, you notice that a bunch of these guys who were sitting on one side kind of happen to look up and go, and they all start running. One dude is just standing there, looks at them and goes, huh? And then
the the arrows take off each ear. Cuts through here and goes into his shoulder. He's like,
There is, as he goes down.
That guy had a terrible time.
You see this horde of guys just basically move closer.
That's right. You
Onto
heard it
your
coming
side.
a mile away.
Yay!
No, good news is he had cancer, so he wasn't
Do you
gonna
want?
let
Do you
one go.
want to move the airship?
No, I'm still yelling at you.
Okay, for intents and purposes, the airship cannot be controlled. I'll just
10 minutes, this is gonna be a while.
Use some good lungs on you.
Fitz, roll.
Yeah, I'm not breathing.
Fitz, roll me a perception
No,
again.
who knows?
Can I shake it onto the 15? 6.
The big things come in this direction.
I throw a rock at you. Fucking idiot.
Right, so what I'm going to do, I presume it's my turn to...
It's your turn now.
Right.
The big thing is probably about here. So it's gone up and over the arena, and it's about here.
I'm going to ignore it for now.
Where are the other 2?
It's just something I
Drew and luggage?
I just actually imagine that your failed roll is just the rope swung and you slap your head on the bone. You're like, fuck.
How many lucks do you have left today?
I don't know.
I think you haven't used any of them in this battle yet.
Yeah.
No.
You summon a pillow.
Wait,
No, he can't tell from that roll. He just sees the object. Sorry, Matt. You wanted to know if the object was flapping or floating.
Okay, how high up are we compared to the people?
300
Okay,
up.
well that's out of the question.
We had determined that the height of the ship was 300 to be able to go over the walls. Because the walls come up to about 250.
I was just going to chuck my turret onto them and detonate it, but it's too high to do it.
Well, if you're dropping it from above you, I wouldn't consider a range an issue because you're dropping things down.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you have to chuck it to maybe be directly under the ship and then go straight down.
I think I have to be 60 feet from it to be able to cast detonate.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Just jump.
I would allow you to use up your action to cast it as a thing on the turret because artificers can cause things to
Trigger on
to,
its
tri-
way.
to trigger on certain things when certain replicas things are met for it. Do you have anything that can like trigger a spell based off something being nearby?
Just put a button on it.
Yeah.
Just hope it falls on the button.
If you could turn one of your, you could turn one of your
Sorry,
bullets
picks
into an active roll if it hits the ground, and you can drop it at the same time as your turret. But I don't know if you've got a spell that triggers it to go off when it makes contact. No. Okay. Okay.
It's not that much damage anyway, sadly. I'm just going to fire them.
Yep.
But should some be closer to his side now?
Most of them have moved closer. He can see basically the entire horde that's moved on his side.
I helped.
but they're still hiding under the airship.
Stop rolling them on the grid, dumbass.
That's what the dice tower's for.
Yeah. So far away.
18-6.
So only my rifle hits. The same.
You could drop the second thing and then you both have it.
That's way too intelligent.
Wow. I didn't think of that.
14, 6 with the electric again.
I'm gonna do that.
Ah, okay. Sorry, what was the damage?
He has help. I don't like it.
I have Matt giving me backdoor information on his character.
God damn it, man.
14 and 6.
You heard
with
me.
electric.
Cute. One dude dies.
You have 3
And-
children.
And
None of them his. He was infertile.
Oh man.
cool. And another dude is hit and gone from the lightning. Johnny.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking about the lightning guy. Not the first time he was hit by lightning, but that's irrelevant.
Yes, we know you can't see the dice tower.
Shut up, Matt.
If you move the dice tower this way, then you can see a little bit more of
It's
it.
in his way. Do that maybe?
Matt, what is your fly speed when you have a chance?
So, how many guys are left under the ship that I can see?
You can see that there are about 9 guys who are under the ship. About 6 or 7 of them look like they haven't taken any damage, and there is one dude who appears to actively look the strongest out of the group, who appears to be standing in the middle of them, just kind of looking around and barking orders at them.
Right. Anything to help me get them?
So what is this
Okay,
camera meant to show anyway? Because
the battle.
it's pretty much just showing this here.
It's supposed to show the battle, so if you turn it that way a bit more.
But everything else? I don't know what camera is.
There we go.
That works.
I have an idea. Fuck
Okay.
off ads.
That's your idea.
Yep. So you said that we're
Hell
300
yeah.
feet up, right?
Yes.
Gentleman
Right.
and
How
slow.
much extra range does the clairvoyance give
Thank
me?
Extra range?
Yeah, because it's under the ship. How big is the ship? Because I can cast spells as if I were where the little glow
Oh, okay.
is.
The ship is about 25
Feet.
Yep, so you've got
Shit. That's not enough.
about 30 off your total,
Right.
because you're standing slightly above it and it's below the ship, not exactly, so you're
So
about
it's
30.
270 feet away.
Yes.
Where they are. That's not 120 feet.
Can you move it?
Let's find out.
I feel like you can move the clairvoyance location.
Oh yeah, but I can't do it with another spell because I'm concentrating. No, I'm just gonna tell them to throw shit off the side. It's been working well so far. I forgot to take off the
So
last.
screaming E,
Yeah. E!
pointing at the arrows, and then which side of the ship are you telling them to throw it off?
Can I tell the clairvoyance which side is the best?
The side Fitz is on because you've ushered a bunch of them that
Cool,
way.
that way.
I need a persuasion roll, please.
God damn it. Natty 20, natty 20. Natty 20! I called it!
Cool. Screaming in your weird E noises and just pointing consistently. All 3 of the guys just kind of look at you and shake their heads and go back to the pile and then start shoving off. So you can have
Performs perfect sign language, and everyone knows sign language suddenly.
That's exactly what happens. I teach everyone sign language at that moment.
It's a brief moment they understand.
Right.
They know. Okay, roll 3 sets. So
3 sets of 4.
hasn't rolled high enough. He doesn't know.
7.
He's got one more round to find out.
7 times 4.
Oh, I think I know.
28.
I think Mikey's picked up what the big thing is.
28 points of damage.
Cool.
And that is another 3 of those. I'm down to 19 tosses.
British.
It's a ritual. Gotta stroke it 3 times.
Cool.
That's just my
you
other
hear
party
the
at the bottom of the ship.
you
Don't
hear
worry
the,
about
you hear
that.
the sound of screaming below the ship.
Ah, I threw some men. I see.
You notice another guy drops down next to the dude who was screaming and convulsing the side. He's not dead yet. He's slightly further away from the rest of the group. They'll move somewhere else.
Is he also a goblin?
They're humans.
Oh, they're humans. Racist eyes.
Yes. See, everything is goblin. Fitz, you don't need to roll perception for this anymore. You notice luggage is currently going like this.
He's
And
eye-burning
he's just
towards you.
not moving, but he's actively flying, and Drew is sitting on his shoulder. As he
Can I
flies.
shoot him down?
Just a bullet goes.
So Drew and luggage basically make it to the airship and hop back on. Now it's your turn.
We know, like, does his weight sort of make a...
Does the ship rock? Oh no, he's gonna break my concentration.
Above 50 or below 50?
Highs.
Above?
Okay. There is the rock of the two of them landing, but it doesn't cause anything.
Yeah.
You just go eyes landing above.
What would have happened if we chose below?
Then it would have shaken a bit more.
Oh no.
The airship would have landed.
Yeah.
So Fitz, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Just shooting it? Just... Yeah.
Okay.
I think only my turret hit. 14 with my rifle and 15 with turret.
Turret hits.
Are
Are you aiming at anyone who's already been hit, or
Yeah, the guy who got shocked, I guess.
the guys on the ground?
Yeah.
Cool. He's gone.
Wait, since I'm above them and my turret, when it hits someone, they get knocked back a few feet. Is it going to knock them prone?
Technically, yes, it probably would not
The
come
guy was already prone. Does it just get... He sinks into the ground.
You see this turret just shoot this guy, and it just goes.
Forms a perfect grave and a gravestone appears.
It's just this random grave that just appears in the middle of it.
Spooky.
Cool. Johnny, you're up.
So how many guys are left that I can see?
You can see 6 guys.
Yeah. I am what they call a scavenger. Sweet sound.
I just tell the 3 guys to throw off again in the best direction, so I need to persuade them again.
Sure.
Yeah, it's persuasion because you're screaming E. It's whether they understand you.
Cool. 16 plus 5, 21.
Much appreciated.
Cool. They seem to be just repeating what they were doing, thinking that's what you want.
What is that?
Sweet.
I didn't mix the chocolate enough.
3 more.
Oh well.
5, 7, 11. 11 times 3.
33.
Yeah, easy peasy. And then you have 16 throws left. I just had a brilliant idea on how to get down without hurting yourself.
Cool.
Me?
Yeah.
Luggage,
I got a
luggage,
parachute.
luggage drops
fine,
Drew
me
off
then.
onto the airship. who starts sort of scrambling around and sorting out some gear for himself. Luggage hovers out to the side of the ship, down below the ship a bit more, and then just suddenly stops flying and just drops.
Is he gonna Goomba stomp?
Um,
That is a luggage move, to be fair.
this is what Luggage is doing. He doesn't take full damage currently, so
He just Goomba stomps enemies.
so he will
He's
land
squished a
on someone
wizard.
in the next round if he aims well enough.
How's he doing about like just pin dropping
He,
or like a bomb?
he hovers down and just sort of moves in the right position and just goes and just stops flying. And
He just goes like this, looks down.
he's
and
still
goes,
keeping
"Yep."
the skill active, so he can still fly afterwards, but he's just essentially just flying directly downwards. So he technically would be flying down.
Yeah.
When they
He's
should-
not moving at terminal velocity then.
No, he'd be moving faster than terminal velocity. Because he'd be actively pushing himself down.
Oh shit, yeah, you're right.
I can
So
just,
he would make it in a round. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
you
I
should
hope his
Cool.
feet glow red.
You and your clairvoyance notice Luggage start flying down and just go poof and land on a dude.
You know what he does, right? So his feet are coming in hot. He lands on the guy's shoulders and just bifurcates them downwards.
He would just keep going down.
No. The shoulders come off. The head stays up.
What
So he's
does
just
his head-
slicing
What
him.
does his head do after?
The head
his-
stays up and it like goes backwards like a banana peel. It is gruesome. I know he's like half buried in one shot. And Luggage just steps forward like he missed.
So Luggage crushes one dude. And the two guys that are standing next to this dude has just been crushed. One of them just sort of falls over because the ground sort of shook around. And the other dude sort of removes himself.
I would shit my pants if I saw that.
Cool. And that's Luggage's turn. So Fitz, you're up.
I want to try and do the same. So I jump off the airship.
No,
Hero landing. Okay.
I figured out
Matt says it's in hero landing form, so he's gone down like this and landed on the dude. So essentially punched the guy into the ground.
Like a nail.
Yeah.
I don't know if I trust your idea, to be honest.
Okay, so we empty my bag of holding, right? We put you in the bag of holding and we throw it down. Then you climb out of it. When
I
you're
can't. So this.
Someone has to think to take him out.
No, because you pop out of your.
I'd
You
have
pop
to
out
roll.
on your own, can't you?
Or if you roll a strength save to pull
Yeah.
yourself
So you
out.
just have
yeah.
to beat the strength save within
You-
10 minutes of air.
You've got to know when the bags land on the ground without knowing the bags landed on the ground.
Yeah, what if,
Just wait 2
what if I'm
minutes.
getting out and it's sort of flipped over so the opening's facing the ground and I pop out a little bit and it's just.
And then it goes back on top of you.
Okay, I fold it into a paper airplane.
How big is this thing I'm holding?
It's like a meter by meter.
Oh wow, it's
It's
huge.
not- the bag holding or the hole?
The hole.
The hole. The hole is even worse, but okay. The hole basically folds to a napkin.
Yeah.
So it would
Yeah, take a little while, but it will get down
it
there.
would probably take about 9 minutes to get down.
Yeah, so you just wait 9 minutes, conserve
You're-
oxygen.
You're better off
Find
using your
10 minutes of
parachute.
air.
Yeah, I
Would
could
you
probably
just
shoot
tie
by
it
using
to
my
something
parachute.
heavy and drop that down?
Yeah, see, that would be smart. Wrap it in a cannonball.
What are you
That's
doing, Fitz?
That's my go-to if I need to get down real quickly.
Can we just maybe just drop the cannons down?
You want to push
The
the
whole
can-
cannon.
Yeah, just jump out on
You
them.
gotta make Jeremy really bad.
There is
They're ready to fight. Push.
there is one round left for them to be ready.
You walked out and you're like, the guy's sweating profusely. He's almost set up and he's like, could I? And he just looks at you and he's like,
Yes.
no.
I'm just gonna shoot him.
Try and see. What'd you get?
Nothing.
You smack your head on the ship again.
I got nothing.
Make 2 firing shots that go down. Nothing happens. Johnny?
I'll stop my spells. I'll stop yelling. And join them to throw stuff off the ship. So another 4 defreeze. Luggage will be fine.
So 4d3s?
Yeah, luggage
Okay.
will be fine.
Luggage is going to have to make a save.
I don't care.
Actually, roll roll persuasion again, because they've actively seen luggage go below the ship.
Right, I have to convince
You've got to convince them that he's going to be okay.
19?
I mean, if you look at him, it sort of looks like he'll be okay.
Two of them have actively stood back from the arrowheads, knowing, okay, this plan won't work when we have someone there. One dude looks at you, nods, shovels, arrows off.
I love this guy. I want him to join us. Blind faith is what I look for in my subordinates.
What's his name?
Roll.
Gimple.
Gimple?
His name is Gimple. Alright, so that's 2 times D3, whatever these are. D4s.
So is it you and Gimple?
8. Fuck, I love that. 24.
24.
Not bad. 2 people.
Yeah. Dodge luggage. Imagine he just starts punching upwards like a JoJo's character, just punches them out of the air. Matt's mad at me.
No, I've... Matt's confusing me. It's gone +9 to hit, +6 to damage from my sword, and then 19 while screaming E. I don't understand what you mean. I understand
Is
this.
this like his attack when it's his?
I think that's what he meant by his attack.
Is he gonna hit me?
In that case, yes, your sword is transformed again. Because you made a kill with it if you were attacking with a sword. Which wouldn't have mattered because you'd killed the dude anyway, so yes. So feel free to roll up whatever your weapon is. And let me know.
A slingshot.
And then I need to make... Save the luggage.
No, slingshot.
So
ball
how much
cover.
damage was it? Between
24.
24? Kill luggage takes 12 damage.
So with Matt's sword, if it turns into a slingshot, would he have to beat someone with the slingshot to count the thing that kills someone? Because if you fire a pellet, it's the pellet that's killing someone, not the slingshot. Or would it turn to a slingshot pellet and then you have to use a normal slingshot to kill someone?
No.
And then it transforms into a sword somewhere else because you're not touching it anymore.
No. You choke someone out with it. You put the sling right around and make him fall.
I don't think that counts as a simple weapon either. A slingshot isn't simple.
I should be adding
Just shove it in their mouth.
to my
Choke them.
ranged, my turret. This is a ranged spell attack. Whatever, Karen.
Oh, well, it's been gone.
It's another 2. I got
It's
4.
delayed.
I would have hit.
Please tell me you got a slingshot.
Don't. That's a great idea though.
Run in and just start beating someone with the handle of it.
No, that would be a great feat.
Oh, okay.
You're
Right, cool.
proficient with any weapon, but you
What was
never
Matt-
understand how to use them.
Matt, can you tell me how much HP you have now that you've lost 12?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I forgot that he already took damage.
Because you're not full HP, so I can't base it off that.
You'll have plenty.
He's so gonna punch me.
Some arrows have fallen down, and there's a dude in front of luggage who's hurt.
Blame it on Gimple.
It was him, and you just see him like punch him through the deck. Oh, he's dead. That's how I lose friends. I am
he's
charismatic.
unconscious.
I'm charismatic enough I can get away with it.
So you're at full health then? No, I'm wondering if you're at full health because you took damage.
Fucking bars.
Yeah, I know your health on the sheet. You've got lots of pencil marks everywhere. I think this is 49 total.
Yeah, he's got lots.
So if you're at full health then...
You wrote down mine.
Mine is not much.
I actually got a decent amount for a character.
43. That's all I have.
Oh, I only got 44.
Ah, funny.
That's what I got.
Oh, I'm better off than I thought.
Okay.
I just wonder why I lose.
Luggage is alive.
I wonder.
Luggage is
I
going to hit.
wonder while licking a knife.
It tastes good.
Why do I have so many
The
scars on my
flavor.
tongue?
You have 2 tongues. You split it in half.
Oh, gross! Like that body modification some people get. Where they split their tongue that way.
I know someone that's got down the middle and they can move it
I hate
individually
that.
as well.
It's that, nose piercings, the lip piercings, and the
They got
eyebrow piercings.
They got their eyeball tattooed as well.
Ah, gross. I hate that. I can't wait till they're like, I mean, they're never going to live that long, but if they got to like a retirement home and you got a black eye all the time, who beats
they-
you, Granny?
They have like a dark purple or something, like an alien colour.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We're going to have weird retired people when we're all...
One of those crazy Instagram girls
Oh,
actually
oh,
tattooed
okay.
her eyes. She's blind now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. My friend got someone I know, got the white part of their eyes tattooed.
Yeah,
They
disassociate
got-
yourself now.
They live in Aussie now.
Oh, good. They can give
Oh, okay, right, cool.
Fuck her.
So
that.
Matt lost.
Looks cool, but as you were saying,
Yeah.
when you're in retirement age, it's gonna be like this old
Luggage
woman
is
in the
still
corner,
alive, but luggage has
two
taken some
tongues
damage.
and like purple eyes, just like staring down people.
Maybe that's why they choose to die young, because they know they're going to look like assholes.
They're gonna give so many heart attacks. They'll be hired by funeral homes.
This is Nanny
Cool.
Beatrice. If your
So
family's
you've
got to die.
stopped your clairvoyance spell. You
Yeah.
can kind of see this. You see luggage attack a dude in front of him, and the dude is still alive.
Oh, gross.
Oh man.
And now it's its turn.
I guess I'll
Roll me perception.
kill steal.
And you're not streaming anymore, so you can roll me a perception as well.
Oh, cool.
So 7.
Okay.
What is my perception? Probably not great. 13. Not great.
13?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No,
I
it's
see
fine.
a silhouette. It's not helpful.
I'm trying to figure out. No,
No, I've just confused you. That's all that's happened there.
I've just confused. Yep, that's fine. So Fitz, your turn. Shooting? Yes.
So my rifle hits.
Okay.
So 24. Fuck me. So 12 plus 17. 6 of it is the electric damage.
If he's dead, can I describe it?
Wait, does it just jump to anything that's
It jumps
closest?
to the closest creature.
So
One of the other
Luggage.
dudes. No, luggage isn't the closest creature. One of the other dudes is closer.
okay.
Luggage is currently facing off between the
Does
bigger
it count
dude.
as a creature?
Oh, that's
or
who I
an
shot.
object?
You
It's
sh-
fine.
you were shooting the big
We've
dude.
had this
Yeah, I said I was
Oh,
going to
okay.
try and steal
Oh.
his
Because
kill.
I wanted to have
Oh,
the magic
okay.
that dispelled every spell.
in,
Would technically kill
in that
him.
case, what did you
So
roll
I
to hit him?
wasn't allowed. I thought it would crash the
24
ship 'cause
Okay,
it's
no,
part
yeah,
of
it's
the
still
magic.
hit him. Okay, so what's the total damage?
17, and one of it was electric.
Cool. So yes, it would jump and hit luggage. So
Oh, no.
luggage would take 6 lightning damage.
He's now at 400%
Oh,
power.
sorry, luggage.
That was 6 lightning total.
No, but it's 1 lightning damage.
Oh, it was 1 lightning damage. Okay, so he'll
Yeah.
take 1 lightning
I
damage.
should have said 6.
Luggage is now at 400%. He's more powerful.
Yeah, just like lightning attacks power him more,
Yeah.
heals him.
He runs with mystic energy, so I don't think that
We don't
works.
understand what that is.
Cute. Okay. Johnny, what are you doing?
I can't see any more if anything's happening down there. I don't care about luggage because he can fly. Where's the next army?
Roll me. Are you going to actively perceive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we kill all the ones that are...
He
I
can't.
assume
He
so.
can't. He can't see under
So
the
I
ship.
assume I'm done. 19 for perception.
So you actively start looking up. You climb up.
I
into
found my binoculars back.
your minor illusion
Illusion
binoculars.
binoculars.
You
I
start.
found them in my pocket, guys.
You
and they
start
just
looking
magnified
around.
nothing.
You notice that the horde that's here is
Yeah.
currently engaged with the wall.
Alright.
So it's in conflict. They haven't
Yeah,
broken
asking for its hand in marriage, I get it.
Yep. You, from your 19, you notice smoke rising from over here,
The docks. The boat home.
And you also notice a dude who is currently at this point appears to be following the same trajectory that luggage was, flying over the city.
The fuck? This is two. Oh, right, the other. No, wait, that's not him. Do I recognize it as the other Warforged? That guy?
No.
Okay,
No.
that's not good. What to do with this information? Can't sleep myself.
Are you
I'm done.
I don't understand anything. I'm gonna nap.
You guys have got this, right? Just tap out.
I've done my job.
Matt says luggage doesn't even understand what his own energy is.
So as far as we know, he's powered by lightning. You helped. No, way too much for a range. I guess we're going to go towards the dock
Okay.
where the smoke is.
So you tell the ship, hey, go towards the dock.
Yeah. Do I need to persuade them?
No, you actively telling the ship on its turn it will move.
Oh, cool.
It just means the crew won't do anything.
Yeah,
Because they're all prepared to move.
I pat the ship and tell it to go.
Good shit, good shit. Now onwards.
That direction. Starboard.
So the ship
Yeah.
turns and starts flying this way. Fitz suddenly feels the ship sort of because it's
Yeah,
it's-
you're
it's-
swaying in the
when
wind.
you start moving around as you are now facing basically that ocean area, the lake over there. You're strapped fine to the side of the ship, so you're not going to fall off. But you just feel it just turn and then move, and it starts heading off in this direction. And you notice as it starts flying away, there are still two guys down there, and a big dude currently facing off with luggage.
Yeah, you can handle them.
Okay.
How big's the big dude?
Luggage size?
A little bit lower, smaller than luggage. He's a big dude.
Okay.
Now, from that distance, we wouldn't be able to tell that. It would be like, maybe we could see like a head of height difference. Because it's quite a distance.
It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
He looks like he's probably about the same size as luggage, but
Meh.
he's a big dude.
Around there.
I can't help.
So you're going off this direction.
Yeah.
Josh, the airship has changed trajectory from where it was sitting. What do you do?
Go towards luggage.
Okay. That's cool.
Where I was going before, anyway.
You got a war machine.
You notice. Well, Fitz won't notice this, but you notice this person starts flying in this direction and hovering down towards luggage and these guys. So
I hear that he's playing Iron Man on his ukulele.
as reference for this.
Say, wow, that's impressive. Well flying.
I'm going to use these dudes as reference for the guys.
Do you want me to move the camera for that?
This is the combat reference for you.
Oh, okay.
Whether this actually goes into something that's needed or not. So luggage is engaged.
I'm in Falcor form, aren't I?
Yeah. So you
should go back to back and use your repulsors.
So you'll be up here. The wall of the city is here. So you are basically one round away from joining him in combat, if you so choose.
Oh, I'm joining.
Okay.
Fuck, I wish I had like whispers or something, because I would tell him like he loves if you do a wizard propose.
A wizard what?
So when you go on top of him, I got to do it once and he got real mad.
Okay.
We effectively lost
Fitz,
the
you're
Colosseum
up.
fight because I did that.
I've just added you into the initiative order. Fitz, the airship currently is heading in this direction. As you kind of look out, you can see just sort of. Looks like there's bits of like debris in terms of like fights that have happened near some of the houses. There isn't active like units everywhere.
So there's nothing living.
You can see some people running around. It's kind of hard to tell from where you are as this airship is moving along, and you're just kind of just strapped there. You have a choice of shooting or trying to climb back up.
Oh yeah. Good idea. DM, can I have the gauntlet? Give me a gauntlet.
Let's take the one off.
Keep Fitz. Figure out what you're doing.
I'll climb up while my turret shoots.
At
Roll for damage on yourself.
Anything that's not on our side,
Just pass it here. I'll look
if
through
it can tell.
roll a perception to see if you can
Pass
tell.
it here. I'll look through it.
I got it.
Oh, 21.
No, you got it.
Cool. You notice as you're sort of flying through here, there are a couple of sort of goblins running around chasing some people.
Alright, the turret will shoot at them. 22 to hit.
Cool, that'll hit.
6 damage, and it
Nice.
gets knocked down if you want to do that.
Yep, no. This
Goblin's
turret shoots a
tongue.
goblin, it goes.
It's
not dead, but it's down.
Figure of Iron Man wearing the gauntlet.
But yeah, and then my actual turn will be to climb up.
Climb up, cool.
So it's a bonus for the turret.
Yep. You will climb up without an issue. Sweet. Because you're spending an active turn to climb up, and you have climbing ability anyway. Johnny? So you guys in the airship, you're about sort of halfway across the city over here, and the smoke is basically in this area.
Cool. Can we see a commotion, or is it still too far?
It's still a bit too far.
Alright, so we'll just keep going that way.
So it's your turn, not the airship's turn, though.
Fuck you,
So
airship.
what do you
Alright.
want to do?
Do you want to put a bit of this on here, and then grab a handful of that?
Holy mother of pearl.
Let's be careful.
I haven't taken any damage. Has Fitz taken any damage? Can I see? You got a bruise on your head?
No,
Just take a handful.
I think Drew's the only one who's taken a bit of damage. I think Drew was hit by something when he actually landed on the ground.
Healing words on Drew?
Take a bit
Yeah,
more than
cool.
that.
Oh wait, I have to roll for that.
Who needs to read a book? Thank you.
Yeah, because of a level 1 spell. Good news, 97 I'm good. Do we remember what healing words is?
It's D6 plus charisma,
D6,
I think, or D4 plus charisma.
D4. 2 plus charisma.
Yeah, charisma more. I think it's
5.
5.
Yeah, so that is 7 hit points.
I think he'd taken 9 damage in the last fight, so
Cool.
he's got 1 off. Cool. Drew basically starts running up to the front part of the ship and sort of he looks around and he's actively looking around to try and figure out what's going on. He runs past you and says, "We need to talk. There's a weird dwarf looking for you," and then runs up
Oh,
top
no.
of the ship.
I'm in the shit.
And then it switches around to Ezra, which is Josh's character.
Aaron now.
Yes, Aaron now. You've
Yeah.
renamed him. Okay.
No, it was already Aaron.
Oh, was it already Aaron?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless that was the old name you gave me.
I think it was the old name. Aaron.
No.
So you can fly into combat, basically.
I thought I was already in it. Sorry.
You're in range.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna fly into combat.
Do you have a sword and a gun?
Hmm.
Cool.
Where would you fly? Are you flying into combat with him, or him?
Kick her in the face.
About there.
Oh.
Out here. Cool.
That counts as movement, right?
Yep, that's movement.
Alright, cool. Can I just shoot him?
Yep.
D20.
Oh wow.
25.
To hit.
Oh wow.
Yep.
You fucking hit fire straight into his gut. Yeah, you do. Jesus.
13. Force damage.
Cool. You go.
Yeah.
And this dude sort of turns and it just goes and just shoots through him and he goes and then just falls over. Just down.
Cool.
Oh, and you say, I guess you'll be having me for lunch today. You're bad at one-liners. I've decided.
You can
No,
grab
I'm
a handful
Nice
as
to
well.
array you.
I see you had Chipotle for dinner. What's Chipotle?
I'm getting a gut feeling about your death. Oh, that was a good one.
That's unusual for me.
Luggage takes a swing.
Somebody walks past. He
Stand
had 5
here.
kids. Ooh.
And misses.
Guts.
Back to Fitz. so the airship makes
That
it
90s play.
basically to above here. And
Did we see what was causing the smoke?
as you guys arrive here, you notice out on the docks there appears to basically be. I've run out of skeletons.
What the fuck is this now? I don't want to fight a guy in a gimp mask.
I don't know where my skeletons have gone as point of reference. Yeah,
Kinda like the
so
way that
there is
stormtroopers look at
an
the
overhaul of units that are currently fighting like crazy in the docks. That looks like a lot of the residents have locked themselves in a couple of sort of the buildings and things, but a lot of the buildings have set fire, and basically this entire area is just overwhelmed with what looks like pirates and a few extra goblins.
Okay, I have a plan.
You also notice that one of the boats at the very end of the dock is currently waving a bunch of different flags. And units appear to be jumping out and running back and forth to the boat as if they
Am
were
I still
using...
in Falco form?
Yes.
Okay.
Do they look friendly?
Yeah. How many's on the boat?
It looks like they're using the boat as sort of like a point of reference for grabbing things and running off, so it looks like some people are running onto the boat and coming back with gear.
Right, so the boat is bad people.
Yes.
Cool. I have a
What
plan.
type of boat is it? It's like an airship or just a standard?
It's just a standard boat. He would recognise this boat as the boat that the dude who spotted him when they were at the deck who darted below deck.
Oh, right. Yeah, we want to kill this guy real quick.
Okay.
I've got a good idea.
I was thinking about slowly parachuting off and just shooting them while falling.
No. My idea's way better. This is when we push the pile off. We open the gate, because there's a little gate on the side of the ship, and we push the whole pile off onto the ship.
Yeah, I guess I'll help with that. Yeah.
Because I have...
So you want the airship to be above the boat over here.
Yeah, so we're effectively, we've got the pile, we've opened the little thing where the handrail is, and we're going to push the whole
Pull the
pile
whole pile off. Okay,
as a group.
cool.
I have 14 throws in one go to do. Fuck.
Can you do like half the pile?
No, the whole pile.
Oh my god.
I'm sinking that shit.
Okay. That will take a full round action from both you, the 4 guys, and Fitz to do this. And the ship has to move in place, which it will do.
Yeah.
So,
We prepare on my turn, the ship moves into place, and then Fitz yells to go.
yep. So the next round, you will essentially let loose the arrows onto a ship and a bunch of people.
No, the ship.
The
God.
ship. There are a bunch of people running around on the ship.
Yeah, bad guys.
Yeah.
I'm just reassuring everyone around me. Bad guys, bad guys.
Everyone's like, yeah, alright.
Bad guys.
Kill. Josh,
Yep.
what do you do?
Dash, not dash, but like run to the side and then shoot this guy.
Cool. Roll to hit.
14.
Cool. That misses.
Shoot just past his ear.
Oh mate. Yeah, that's all I can do.
He was already deaf in that ear, so
I'm
no
gonna find a
damage.
reaction.
I don't think you have any
Any
reactionary things you can.
bonus action stuff. Nah.
Not really.
Oh. You can't use that as a bonus action. Never mind. Yep. That's all I can do.
Okay.
A laser beam goes right past him.
Cool. Luggage takes another swing at that guy. He's using a. I think he was using a short sword or something last time, or a sickle. I think it was a sickle this time. So it's a D4 damage. This guy turns to you and runs past luggage, running at you, taking an attack and opportunity from luggage.
move my ships to
Cool.
read my stuff.
19 to hit as this guy runs at you with a sword to swing at you.
I'm going to use shield to add a +5, so no.
So he swings at you and you just go. The sword just goes.
Yep.
You
And
transmute your weapon or something.
I ain't saying
Fitz,
anything.
you're up. So you guys,
Smell bullshit. I
Yeah.
want to know.
your held action is to call for the dropping of the thing, and you guys. So it's a full round. 14 times 4d4.
All right.
I need to calculate.
Yeah. Somebody calculate. Destroy the world. How much health is
Yes,
the
you're
ship?
still alive, luggage. Don't worry.
How much health is the ship?
That's why I'm there. I'm trying to help luggage.
2, 3. Oh fuck! This is a terrible roll. Use your luck. Make me re-roll.
Can I use my lucky ring?
For damage? No. It's the one thing you can't use it on.
It's like 3, 4, 6,
So
84.
84. How much health does the ship have?
it's a ship. So
Do I punch a hole through the whole ship?
Oh, it depends. Those are just arrowheads. What other stuff do you have?
But you'd think the weight would, you know.
I think that the fact that they're all pointed, we might get a few springs a leak.
hold on.
Here's a real question. Are you pushing the corpse off as well?
It's in the pile.
He's emptying out the whole pile, so there's a corpse in there. So roll me 2d6.
Gross.
Just working out how healthy a ship would be.
8.
84 plus
You hear a
8.
wet slap.
92.
It hits a small stall boy.
Oh no! How much damage total? It was
Timmy, no!
Oh, what was it? The 80.
84 plus the
Eight.
corpse is 92. Is it?
Cool.
84? No, 90.
I will give it
84, 92, yeah.
double the 84. I'm gonna consider it siege damage because it's arrowheads going down.
Yeah.
So that's
168? Let me check.
Yeah.
168.
okay. It's not quite enough to sink a. I just googled a standard boat's health because I didn't think I'd have to do that.
168 plus 8. So,
Plus 8.
That
176.
A standard boat for naval combat for 5th edition is 300.
Okay, I've got a plan for the next round.
So
I could sit on
so
fire.
the boat.
No, push all the cannons out.
oh, you haven't shot them yet. Just fire down.
No,
The-
light them and throw them.
The boat
Spins
currently
and
has a
shoots up.
bunch of arrows that have gone through it, and it's taken a bunch of extra damage. So it looks like it won't sail for a while.
Good, we stopped
There is
that.
also the screams of people who were dying below deck, as I'm pretty sure
have
no
gone
one
through.
has above 100 and something damage of health.
Guys, free ship.
The boat is technically out of combat, but it's not sunken. And the dock is laden with arrowheads that have just.
But the most important question is, what happened to the corpse?
It killed someone. It landed square on
It's
someone.
important.
Above 50 or below 50?
Below. Oh no.
It landed on someone.
Oh no!
You don't know who it landed on, but it landed on someone.
You can't see that person anymore. It squished them.
There's a body down there now. But there's 2 bodies there now. Technically.
Man, I wanted to get impaled by, like, the crow's nest.
Cool. Aaron,
Okay.
The boat now has a disease.
I'm gonna...
there's a dude in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack at him with my sword. Do I have to use an action to switch between?
Bonus.
Bonus action?
Yeah, it's what I was describing. It's essentially 2 in
Yeah.
1, so it's essentially just
I
activated.
use my bonus action to switch.
So it's bonus action to activate it, but yeah,
Since I'm still new at D&D, bonus action, I can use it first, right?
you can use that whenever.
Okay, cool. So I'll switch the sword, and then I'll attack the guy.
Cool.
18.
Yep, that'll hit him.
Okay, so I got... it's plus something, or is it just on its own? This is-
It's two of one type, 2 of the other type.
Oh, okay, so 5 slashing. And 8 fire.
Cool. How do you want to kill him?
I'm going to slice up him, so it opens up a bit, and then slice down with the fire, and his insides set on flame.
Technically not how it works, but
Oh, okay.
I will-
Can I at least
it's-
slice up, and then as I'm slicing up, it will
you
set
can
him on fire
you can still do that. Yes.
from the inside.
It's not quite how the damage works. Like
Wait.
that, but
Better yet, oh no, because it's slashing, it's not piercing. Never mind. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
was
you
gonna
could-
say shove it down his throat, and then you see his body just burst in flames, but
it's
that's
technically
not slashing.
It's piercing. Cool. So, dude in front of him is dead. You have movement if you want movement.
yeah, I will move around here to aid
Luggage.
luggage.
Cool. Luggage.
You were left on a plane, luggage.
Luggage misses. Fitz. There is currently screaming and pandemonium below you.
How many people are alive?
It's too hard to tell from the based off the. You can tell there's a goblin and a human running around like this, but it's kind of hard to tell who's who from the airship.
It means people have just been looting stuff and bringing it onto the boat.
A mix between that and what it looks like is this was another point of conflict to start from. So there appears to be sort of a trail of like people who've headed off in these two directions. So one is headed through sort of like the township in one way, and another group has headed towards the main entrance, but appear to have been stopped because they just head on attacks.
Can I jump off onto
Yes.
that boat, mend the ship up, and then sail it? Or
Mending doesn't work that powerfully.
I mean,
You're
not in
fixed.
one go. I mean,
You're
No.
fixing one plank at a time, dude.
Mending is like duct tape.
Yeah.
You would be there a while.
can't it be like flex tape?
I mean, it's still the same. You'd still for a while.
No, push a cannon out and ride the cannon down. If it hits the ground
Yeah.
first,
If
you
you
don't
push the
take it
cannons
down.
out once you light them, would they some of them spin and just shoot back onto the airship?
Yeah, can I push
1 in
a
64
cannon out
chance.
while sitting on top of it, and while it's falling?
Jump.
Can I set it on fire and sort of aim it downwards? You know?
How are you going to stop the full damage?
Well,
you-
at the last moment, I'll deploy my parachute. It'll be fine.
Parachutes don't work like that.
It'll be fine.
Once
Just
it's
go
aimed
with
and
my-
fired, you can jump and deploy your
Yeah,
parachute.
yeah.
Go with my hold.
I'll just jump at the last second.
Go with
so
my
so
idea.
you want to push the cannon off while riding it. As it's going down, fire it so that it pushes you up a little bit more so you can jump and then parachute from there.
You're gonna
Yeah.
die.
Is
I'm
what-
telling
is,
you,
is
you're
what
gonna
you're
die.
wanting to attempt to do.
Yeah.
Points for coolness.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's. I walk up to you. This sounds like something I would do. And I'm telling you now, you're going to die.
I need an intelligence roll to know when to shoot the cannon.
Oh, so good.
Oh!
It's a crap.
It's not a nat 1.
Go again.
That's better.
16.
Okay.
And you're like on a whiteboard calculating it out. And you're like,
I
whoops.
I need another intelligence roll
Oh, shit.
for
How's the camera?
So I need another intelligence roll for because you need to know when to fire the cannon from your corner shop. I need an intelligence roll for how much time between the cannon firing and you jumping the parachute is the right moment.
Oh no.
How's 10? Go again.
Oh wow, he's using them up.
You
20?
Not nat.
Not bad.
Not that. Okay. And I need an acrobatics.
Oh, what? I don't need to go again for this one.
You say that.
You don't
10.
have, do you have any more?
Go again.
That's the last one.
Last of the day.
Oh,
Wow, that's-
Christ.
How's it happen?
So 26 for acrobatics.
Cool. So you
3 times.
so you're aiming at the ship for this, right? Or are you just pushing the cannon off in general?
Well, I'm aiming it to wherever it looks like it has some nice people on it.
Okay, so basically the center of where
Ah,
the-
all those civilians.
you're aiming where you think there's a bunch of people that look like enemies. I'll give you the logic of the people who look clearly aggressive and more likely to be the enemies.
Yes.
Cool.
They're clearly wearing pirate hats.
So, as you push this cannon off and turn back to the crew and sort of like, I'm awesome kind of thing, and you pop off with this cannon, you fall and you get about 150 feet, and the cannon fires and it pushes you back up another few feet, and at that point you jump at that precipice. The cannon goes down, and there's an explosion of a bunch of guys who are knocked back from this cannonball that hits the ground in front of them.
Then the cannon hits the ground.
And they are kind of looking about, sort of dazed. There's a couple of dead dudes already, and some of them look up, and then the cannon falls down, and then boom.
Does it fall on someone?
It takes out the rest of the group that's there.
Oh, I wanted someone to
Except
go
for one person goes in it and lives.
He dies of asphyxiation.
If I get above 90, no.
Oh.
The cannon will crush him.
The dice have spoken.
As you fall and your parachute sort of flicks out, and you like quickly get it all going, and you nicely start falling, you hear in your head, Fitz, it's weaker.
It's a ring.
As you look down, and there is now a circular crack in the ring.
It's worth it.
Cool. And the next round, you will have made it to the ground if no one has realised that you are currently parachuting down and attacks your parachute if they know what a parachute is. Johnny, you witnessed this.
Now that I don't want to be outdone, how much cruisers I need to crash the ship? 50.
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
I can't do it even on a good day.
It's impossible. It's you're telling someone to actively crash on their own.
What if I crown a man as the captain and take his place?
Oh. I mean, technically.
Then I would be in charge.
Is this your airship or is it just the captain?
It's an airship that the captain lets them use.
Oh boy.
I've been living on it for the last week because I was
And
convinced.
no one likes them. They're all pissed off with them.
I was convinced.
What
I
other
had,
spells do you have that are within that realm?
sleep, detect forward, phantasmal force. I can put him in a cage.
Phantasmal Force, you could convince him that he's like
Unfit to.
like he needs to land in some way. If you could give me a good enough illusion for him to have come to the logic of I need to land quickly.
We're running out of fuel.
Something like that could work. I mean, one of the requirements is that it makes sense to them even if it doesn't make sense. So if there's the sudden requirement of I feel like the ship is running out of fuel, then yeah,
Fuel is magic.
even though it doesn't run like that. But yeah.
No, I'm going with my idea then. I need a cannonball. I'm getting in the pocket of holding. Someone's gonna attach me to the cannonball and throw me down.
Okay, so you tell one of the guys.
Yep.
Gimple,
Relay this plan.
Gimple, you tell him this plan. He happily follows this plan. He has rolled so badly, I'm not going to roll for you to convince him. Gimple agrees.
Praises you for your genius.
Agrees this is a perfect plan. Proceeds to go downstairs. Doesn't grab a cannonball, but grabs one of those chain ones that are slightly lighter so he can carry it.
Yeah.
Brings it back up on top of
Sweet.
deck. And puts it near the hole. Waits for you to hop into the hole.
Cool. I hop into the hole. Wait, can I roll to see how well I relayed the plan to him?
He will follow this plan.
Oh,
He
thank
understands.
Christ.
There is no need to roll with this
He
plan.
ties it shut. He sews it shut.
You need to make a strength check to get out of the hole once it's the bottom. I will need an intelligence roll from you to be able to know when you should start trying to fight to get out of this pocket dimension. Because-
Modifier of one.
You don't ever go again like I do.
Fuck yes.
So once you're in the hole and it's wrapped up, this
I
is
have
a matter
no
of
idea.
this is a matter of you trying to guess how long a minute has been
This might be a
To
matter
be
of life
thrown
and
out.
death, to be honest.
thrown out in the airship.
This could be like.
I could just like minor illusion while I'm in there.
A watch.
But I don't know what time it is.
It's still based on your intelligence because you have to control the illusion.
It's been 15 grades a set. That's long enough. Shit. Okay,
Oh.
18.
Okay.
You're good.
It takes one boiled jug to get down.
We'll get back to you.
Oh, God.
You're up
Yep. Standard sword slash at the back of this guy.
at the back of the dude. Yep.
Nat 20.
Oh my god, I
Cool.
could have used that.
Roll damage. And then double your dice.
16 slashing. And 12 fire.
And then, is that doubled?
Yeah,
So-
both of those, yes. 16 slashing, 12
How do you
fire.
kill him?
Decapitate him.
So you just walk up to
While
this,
his head sets on fire and rolls off.
so you walk up to the side of this dude who's probably a little bigger than you. He's half the size of the luggage, if not, but around the same size as the luggage. That's
Oh, can I do a jump spinning kick and then slice it off?
So you just run, jump, and just go. Whoosh-ah!
Yeah.
Sort of like Link.
Link, Crash Bandicoot, you know,
Oh, yeah.
anyone
Good
that
Link, right?
spins.
Yep. So you jump up and just go, and this head goes off, and then ignites. and then
Can
just-
the head hit someone?
there isn't anyone to hit.
Oh.
This head just lands on the ground behind
Wait, the
him.
wall's here. Can it fly over the wall?
No.
Oh.
The head will go up about 10 feet and then
Damn
go
it.
behind him as he
If only,
falls down.
What if he chops the head off him and shoots it? No,
Can I do that? No.
Use up one of your shots. But then you might also just blow up the head entirely.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because it doesn't have technical impact.
That's true. Damn it. I wanted to shoot it over the wall.
Oh, is he a friend or a foe? Just throw a head at us. I don't think he's friend. Cool. Do you say anything to luggage at all? Or you also have 7 rounds left on you as well.
7 rounds. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Your friends went off that way. Pointing to the airship.
Luggage looks at the airship and goes, affirmative.
Right. I'll just fly off that way.
Affirmative. He flies off with you.
Cool.
So back at the airship. So, this isn't really combat-y. I'm going to roll perceptions for the guys on the ground, whether they notice Fitz is parachuting.
I'm really hoping they shoot at you.
Cool. As you're going down, you notice you're about maybe 60 feet from the ground, so you're sort of getting close there, and you notice a couple of guys running around, sort of bashing things. 2 of them look back at you and start taking shots at you.
Gonna take shots at him.
You James Bond it. You get like your gun out while in the parachute.
Yeah.
You kick the arrows away as they're coming near you. Or
Cool.
bullets. I don't know if they're guns or crossbows.
A 15 and a 13.
No.
Cool. So neither of these will hit you, as these 2 gunshots just go off in your direction.
Able to dodge while parachuting.
It's more just they don't know how to shoot a moving target going down. They've got to shoot before it goes somewhere, but not after.
Fair, yeah.
Actually, I will roll whether they hit the parachute.
You don't have to do.
They don't hit the parachute. It's okay. They aim badly. Are you doing anything as you...
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him back. The turret will shoot and I will shoot. So I guess.
What?
Does
Double
it shoot
net one.
you?
What happened?
Double net 1.
Okay.
It shoots you. That's gotta.
So
What
you
else in there?
pull your gun to
And
shoot
drop
them,
it.
I feel like
and your turret goes, oh, and then unadjusts itself incorrectly and shoots up.
There's like
Firing
hands to run out.
through your parachute.
Oh no!
One of the guys below is like, yeah, I hit him.
Yeah.
why do I feel like this is like revenge on me for using that ring?
There's a bit. Fuck, you couldn't have called those odds.
You fall. Give me an acrobatics to try and grab onto a roof before. Otherwise, you will take a full 60 feet worth of damage.
Ooh. Ooh.
So,
You need a different dice, man.
That's normally his better one.
so 11 acrobatics.
Okay. So you.
Because I'm a cat. Does it give me advantage?
That's a 1 in 400 chance, by the way. To get double ones. Because it's 20 times 20.
Cool. So you fall.
I mean,
Clearly you pissed your
it would have put a hole in the parachute, but it wouldn't be like a complete, like,
It would,
instantly fall.
Your god tears a hole up bigger.
Too many luck rings.
Yeah. You've slapped the face of fate too much.
you take 16 bludgeoning damage as you smash into the roof that you were trying to use to hinder your fall, and then fall off that.
Oh fuck.
No, can I roll to not fall off that?
That's what the acrobatics roll was for.
Oh.
That was worth the
You then fall off the roof and crash on the ground, taking another 5 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
So it's 21.
But you're on your feet.
21 total.
How was it?
Ow!
Oh, his feet would be so sore.
It's just a bit of crouch.
You're now an inch shorter.
So that's
Well, cats do
21
land
damage
always
roll.
on their feet.
You're an inch shorter from both ends.
Roll me a perception.
Are my legs broken?
That's not what I'm rolling for, but that would be
Sure.
interesting.
14.
You look up.
Oh no.
There is a black cannonball looking thing flying in your direction.
Wow.
I might kill you.
Can I get out of the
You
way?
have time to get out of the way.
Okay.
You're able to move out of the way as this chained cannonball just goes and crashes to the ground next to you. And looking at it, you realise the pocket hole is wrapped around its chain.
I guess I'll open it up. I'm tired.
You untie the pocket hole. You're sitting here. A minute's going to go by in about 30 seconds, and then suddenly the pocket hole opens up, and you're just lying safely on the ground counting, and you're like,
I did it! You're not my god, I'm still alive.
he doesn't look too well.
No, so you know how you play the original Doom and you get like real fucked up and you like his
He
face
gets
is
all
all
bloodied.
bloodied. Yeah, that's what I'm looking.
Holy shit.
How long were you in there?
Did I land on you?
I try and talk, but I just gargle blood.
As you guys are doing this, you kind of turn around, and the two guys who had noticed you before have moved around because you've landed in sort of an alleyway kind of area because you've crashed down, basically down the back area over
Okay,
here.
but I
These two-
survived a 60 feet fall. Does that intimidate them? Just a little bit.
I think
but I'm standing.
It would if it wasn't for the fact that you're just covered in blood.
I would argue
You just went.
the
I
intimidating,
landed on my feet.
Okay, yeah, true.
the intimidating factor
They
is that
didn't
you
see-
summoned a devil out of a blanket. I would argue that's an intimidation. Where did I come from?
Whether they knew you were there before or not is a different story. So these two guys run around the corner and see you. 13, 19 to hit.
That will hit me. I'm gonna have to think real
Choose
quick.
the lower number for him. I'm just gonna be a little bit kind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to perform real good here.
5 piercing damage as an arrow comes flying out and hits you in the shoulder.
Fuck, that's what that feels like. Damage. There we go.
Kobe?
Did we get
My
given a
turn?
potion at some point? I feel like we did.
He did. He drank it.
Yeah, I drink them immediately. Don't
Drew,
give them to me.
Drew gave you a potion of, I think it was a 1d8 healing, or
Yeah.
it was like a, or 2d4. It was basically a.
I think I got a healing one and some other one, like some other type of potion that did something else.
If you had one, it would have broken the floor.
In a bag of holding, it would have been fine. 'cause that's
Your
where they
ass
would be
feels
stored.
great.
That's why your legs didn't shatter.
You just feel the potion dribbling down your legs. I didn't piss myself, I'm sure.
I think you do have a normal healing potion that you were given.
Yeah, and it was some other one she mentioned.
And it was another one she gave you that boosted your to hit. But that only lasted for a minute, which is far being over.
Alright. No, yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah. So, you're up. I'm keeping the same initiative order.
I thought I was before.
You and
Fitz.
you. Oh, that's true. No, you're still after Fitz.
God damn it.
You and luggage will make it to the docks. And Drew is currently on the airship.
Fucked me over last time, but that doesn't count. Oh, fucked me over. The turret will hit.
Cool.
21. Just 6.
6 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ouch.
Johnny?
Okay.
Yeah, change your d20s.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna try and healing words Fitz. Try being the operative word because you're targeted with possible wild magic.
Well, I feel like
I got bad news here.
it's gonna
21 DM.
It's gonna poison me instead.
I'm still woozy.
21. Okay. For the next minute, all your charisma checks are reversed. So if you're rolling an intimidation, it becomes a persuasion.
Yeah,
So it's the reverse of for what you're intending to do. Will do the opposite of what is actually intended based off your charisma check. You aren't here.
I can feel something went wrong. And it's like, I'll give it another go in a minute. And you're like, no.
Please no. Please
Try
no.
and persuade him and you intimidate him.
Oh my god. You're terrifying. I'll do it better next time, I promise.
So you make it into the city, which appears to be
The
just
docks area.
the dock area is just chaos.
Um,
You notice luggage is heading for the airship itself because neither of you know that they jumped out. So you
I
don't
guess
know.
I'd be
Following him?
Yeah.
So you both make it up onto the top of the airship. So you land on top of the airship, and Drew comes down and is swearing in Goblin, which you don't understand.
Yep.
I don't think.
No, I only know 2 languages.
Oh yeah. So swearing in Goblin, and then in common states that the idiots jumped off.
You're confused about the plural.
Yeah, actually, the idiots. Who are with you people?
Luggage turns around and goes, "A cat man and a devil man."
Okay.
Looking around the ship, there is a few crew who look kind of confused. There is another Tabaxian on the ship who is currently sort of dealing with a broken gun. He looks like he's trying to fix it, but he doesn't know what he's doing.
Forgot about you, loser friend.
Kev. Homeless man.
He sucks. Sure wanted his gun blew off.
You rolled a 1. What do you expect?
I guess
Fuck, I'm more useful.
I have no reason to leave the Warforge currently.
Okay.
I'll just repair stuff with mending around the top of the ship, and then when it's looking alright, I assume I'll follow the idiots. Because I'm actually also intrigued as well.
Okay.
I didn't jump, to be fair.
17, 16.
Oh fuck, that's me hitting you.
Wait,
Roll to hit.
Yep, that's
what's
it.
on me?
16.
Ooh.
I've got armor class
Lucky.
15.
How
117.
does shield last for?
It's 1 round.
Just wondering. Okay.
Yeah, so you're 5 piercing damage. There's another arrow hits you.
Ow.
Where are those coming from?
It's these 2 guys who are standing at the end of this alleyway who've just seen them and pulled out arrows and they're just
And
shooting.
these guys are just standing.
I'm like, stop! I'm busy! Ow! Fuck!
Fitz, what do you do?
I yell in Italian back to them.
I'm gonna shoot at them again. Where are we exactly? Oh,
You're
so
in
we're
an-
way
you're in
over there.
You're in an alleyway. Essentially, it's you, Johnny, guy 1, guy 2, and it's basically an alleyway here and here because that's where you crashed.
Sweet. Net 20 for my rifle,
That's more like it.
and the turret misses.
All damage.
That's not what we want.
It's just the first. Oh, well, we
18.
times it by 2.
18.
What was that? 18.
18.
And then is it plus 5 twice?
No,
Or
it's
is it just
it's
one,
just
eh?
one.
Yeah, 23.
Is he
Cool.
dead?
What's the lightning double?
4.
Yeah, that'll be 4.
Okay. So you shoot one dude who basically falls back as this lightning bounces off him, hits the dude next to him, he goes, and sort of moves sideways. He is still alive. Damn.
Oh wow, big tough guys.
Johnny?
You gonna try and heal them again?
Yep. Targeting you. Last little one spell. Here we go. Bad news. 22.
You need to use the tower.
Is that the same one?
I think it's the same one.
Should I just
You got
re-roll?
21 last time.
It's 21 and 22. So your charisma is back to normal.
My bad.
You have a bonus action if you want to do something with that. I think Healing Word is a bonus action. If it, oh no. No, it's not. It's
No, it's an
just
action.
it's an action. It's
Oh,
every
okay.
once
What
in a
would be a bonus action?
Healing hands is an action.
Yeah, a Healing Hands is the one you can do as a bonus.
Oh no, I think that's an action as well.
Minor illusion. I make it look like you're invisible. That's what they trip me.
So there is now a minor illusion from your perspective.
Oh right.
of,
Hang on,
of,
hang on.
of what looks like the wall. So you think he's invisible.
You have to.
I just
You can see this mirror image of the wall that's behind you now
Oh,
imaged,
come on.
imaged in front of his face because he's created the image in front of him to look like he's made you invisible because it's the best he can come up with making someone invisible.
I have gust. Let me use gust. Is that set in stone?
What are you gusting?
I don't know. The enemy. Try and blow him over. It's either that or firebolt.
You can do a fight. Oh no, it's an attack, so that's not a bonus.
Mold earth. Can I just put a wall in front of us?
That would also be an action.
Damn it.
You could run.
Just leave you to it.
You got an alleyway to run one way or the other way.
Sorry, my
I got nothing. I'll just stay.
Just climb back into the hole.
Actually, can I just push him into the hole?
That's an action.
God damn it. Get in the hole. That's all
I mean, if you were in the hole, you wouldn't be getting shot at. They wouldn't be able to hit
16 and 9.
you. They keep hitting you every time.
I'm already 15.
5 damage.
God damn it.
I
I'm
think
gonna
you
die.
might. Yeah, you're gonna die before me.
I was like, I feel really bad for you, but there's like more blood on me now. It's like, man, I'm bad at this.
I feel like I should just kick you back into that hole.
More of a hazard to myself.
You'd be more safe there. I'm gonna shoot at them again. 2
Oh my-
natural 20s.
Yeah, holy shit.
I don't need to
What the hell?
Do their little heads explode?
How do you want to kill this guy? And possibly a dude that doesn't even know he's about to be shot. Just for the sake of it.
What are the odds in that? That's like 1 in 400 again, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that is. That's 1 in 400 again.
We've had 2 nat ones. and
One
2
of them
nat-
holding a weapon because I got a great idea.
He's holding a bow.
Okay, so one gets shot, spins, and the bow
No,
shot goes.
the other guy's already dead. It's just the one dude that's left.
Oh my god. He cries because it was secretly his lover. You get him while he's distracted.
Am I even rolling damage or?
No, you're killing
No,
him.
no, I just want to know how you want to kill him.
Fuck. Can I maybe collapse part of the building on him?
Shoot him!
You
Yes.
shot like a drain pipe that's been clogged for years.
You go to shoot him, and you foot slips slightly, and you go and shoot, and this blast goes off, and the guy just chuckles at you, goes to pull the bow again to aim it at you, and the top corner of the building that you've just shot, sort of, and this part of this roof just lands on him.
Satisfying.
So who's the other D20? The net 24.
A smaller Italian man walks out. A brick falls on his foot.
You notice there are two corpses lying in front of you. One that looks like he's come out of the room, and a woman's head pops out, looks down, and goes, "Thank you," and then she pops back in again.
Oh.
Killing her abusive husband.
It looks like it was another dude who was in the room who was attacking people.
Okay, I'm gonna
Abusive husband.
go up to her. I'm gonna put my hand up because I expect payment for it.
She's on this top floor that you've just shot down from.
She ignores
So
it.
she looks down and goes, there's like people attacking everywhere. What?
Well, I'll come back for that booty later, and then I leave.
Also, terrible one-liners.
And with that, we'll go to a break.
Everything is misconstrued as sexual innuendos.
And we will return momentarily. With more or less confusion.
It's like Boyle from
Hey nerd, do you like Dungeons and Dragons? Of course you do.
Do you like people with New Zealand accents? Of course you do again.
Well, what if we told you there was a podcast that did both of those things in equal measure?
Guess what? Here is. Wake up, bucko. It's called The Fate of Isen.
And it's your new favourite tabletop role-playing podcast.
Except for the one you're obviously already listening to, which is awesome, by the way.
We roll dice, laugh a lot, and tell a surprisingly compelling tale about a plucky group of weirdos.
Hey, who you calling a weirdo?
Who gets swept up in a quest to, quote-unquote, save the world of Isen.
There's action, excitement, and there's a lot of apples. Seriously, there's way too many apples. It got way out of proportion.
Weird as my mother's top lip.
Join us on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, or wherever else you get your podcast action.
The Fate of Isen, new episodes every Sunday.
Get with it.
See you there.
In a world that is stemmed from the mind of a madman, a dwarf,
I am entering a maze. A maze underground.
a cat,
Just a fun little question. Do mushrooms bleed?
a lizard,
So we should kill him first?
an elephant,
Sure, I almost care about everyone else.
and a cow?
No, I'm wearing no armor. I'm a barbarian.
Yes, they band together to fight and escape the drow infested deep down under to bring news of a new threat. This is the tale of the Guardians of the Gigaxy.
Hey there, you beautiful person, you. Do you like podcasts? Well, that's a stupid question because of course you do. Hi, my name is Harley and I'm from the Necropodicon Network. I'm here invading your personal space because I wanted to invite you to come check out our shows. Oh man, we have a whole bunch, just like a big old assorted bag of candy type of deal. We have true crime, comedy, TTRPGs of varying kinds, movie reviews. The list goes on, I just don't have enough spit in my mouth for that. You can find all these shows and more on our website, necropodicon.com. We also have cast and crew profiles for every show on the network. What that means is, you get to see our beautiful faces. For free! The website is constantly being updated, so come on over and have a good time. What are you waiting for? No, seriously, what are you waiting for? You're on your phone, right? Or computer? All you have to do is, I'll let you figure it out by yourself.
We are back after technical difficulties. No one's looking at you. I'm eating a chip, it's okay. Now, due to some madness, we are now out of combat. The party is now technically split still. So Fitz and Johnny are currently in the alleyway of a town, of the dock areas that sound like more or less most of the people have been escaping from. There doesn't sound like there's much conflict, it's more looting than anything else going on. Although, there have been screams of the fact that there is an airship now hovering above them. So, on the airship, you've landed on the airship.
Yep.
What would you like to do on the airship?
Oh mate. I was just repairing stuff before.
Yeah, you're running around helping mending things and stuff. It looks like Drew and Luggage have kind of accepted that you're doing something. You've got crew watching you, but they appear to be sort of figuring out where these two have jumped off and are looking to pop off themselves.
Okay, I'll just go up to crew and luggage after help stuff because I see people are useless and they're like. So what actually seems to be going on here? I sort of caught eye of you Warforged and decided to actually follow.
Luggage turns and looks at you and goes, "We're in a war."
Ah. I guess that makes sense.
Drew, the Goblin, is wearing like this really nice looking suit, looks at you, rolls his eyes, and goes back to figuring out what he's doing. It's like completely ignores you. He's just he's had it with idiots asking questions.
I wasn't exactly being serious, but
Drew doesn't know. This is something Drew would do.
Yes, it is.
I mean, what's the war for?
Must defend the cuts. Luggage turns and says, "We must defend the castle."
The city.
Yes. Affirmative.
Ooh. Do I know what a castle is?
Yes.
Okay. Are they rare for me, or are they different?
You've been around 2 years.
Okay. Oh yeah, true. I've been here 2 years. Okay. I'll be like, okay. Do you want me to go find your mates that jumped out?
Drew points down and goes, "I think they're there." And points down the side of the ship, and if you lean over the side, you can see there is the corner of a building that is currently missing.
I'll go lend in my assistance then, as I'll use the last of my few rounds to go down.
Yep. Luggage goes, "As will we. I can do this for a bit longer," and grabs Drew, puts him on her shoulder, and both of you fly out of the airship.
Yep.
As you start hovering down, you guys both fly down, and you guys have just recovered from this weird attack. You were covered in arrows. And Aaron and Luggage land, and then you watch as Aaron, give me a con save.
Oh.
9.
Are you going to use that skill or not?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, so take off 2 sorcery points then. Aaron lands, Luggage lands, and you kind of all look at each other, and Drew grabs out one of his potions, hops down and wanders over to give it to you. Aaron starts making sort of a weird kind of noise. You look over at him as he starts to almost split, and this like gust of wind blasts out of him. Aaron stumbles back, and there is this majestic looking bear standing next to him. and it just sits there and just goes,
"Oh, I always hate how that feels."
I slap the potion out of the way and run towards him.
Drew won't be giving you a potion. He's dealing with Fitz at the moment.
Oh, right.
He walked over to Fitz because he hit a building.
Whoa, you shindiggle. Calm down there.
Can I ride you?
Me?
Charisma check.
Are you asking the bear, can I ride you?
Yes.
Roll me a persuasion.
I can make this happen. You won't have a choice in the matter.
Velcourt? No.
Oh.
17 plus, what is my disgusting? Persuasion?
Yeah.
23.
Are you persuading him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll be like, sure, just let me ask.
What?
So you turn to the bear.
I'm just staring at it.
The bear walks over to Aaron and just kind of leans its head against his chest, and then
oh, damn it!
Are you asking him?
Oh,
yeah. What do you say?
Can I cast a level 1
can you
spell?
take the arrows out of you first?
I don't care about that.
No, but the bear does.
Yes.
Fine. Can I cast a level 1 spell at level 2 because I have no more level 1 spells?
What do you?
I want to cast comprehend languages, but I still have to because I have no level 1 spells.
Okay, roll cast comprehend language.
Well, first I have to see if that happens or something else happens.
Where is it?
That one.
Just keep that with you.
98. Good, it's happening.
Point of reference. Aaron is a human. I need to point this out now because it's you've not had a chance. He's a human who's dressed in sort of similar kind of attire as you, and sort of like it's low armor, it's like a coat and stuff like that, and he looks a bit disheveled. But he also looks kind of well off at the same time.
So who's the bear?
The bear's just a bear.
The bear is a majestic looking bear.
Fuck, I love this bear.
The bear, it looks kind of like a brown bear, but it has this sense of like its fur is just flowing, and it looks constant. You guys are in an alleyway. There is no wind, and this fur.
Think like heroic pose on the
It's
edge
like
of
a-
a cliff, and it's like blowing in the wind as
It's
they're
like a
cruising.
Pixar bear. It looks amazing.
Yes.
Fuck, I love this thing. I try to hug it.
Are you still?
Yeah, do
coated
you
in-
still have the arrows?
Oh yeah.
Um.
I'm gonna stop you.
Yeah, are you gonna stop?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Damn it.
Arrows first, my fellow Schwingdigger.
Fine, pull them out for me.
Excuse me?
Pull them out for me. I'm not very strong.
Lunga just goes affirmative. Walks over.
Oh shit!
Pulls the 3 arrows out of you.
How much damage do I
You
take?
don't take damage. It just hurts.
Does he just twist them on the way out out of spite? Because I hit him before.
Uses his fingers to push him in deeper
Yeah.
instead.
This one's stuck, I think.
Matt, do you do that? Will you take them out of spite? If you do, you will take 3 damage. If you don't, then he won't. And then I will let you know if you have 3 damage. The arrows are pulled out. So you've cast Comprehend Language.
Yeah. Can I talk to the bear?
You can talk to the bear.
Sweet. How are you doing, bear? Can I be your friend?
The bear looks at you. And it looks at you. it's you've seen this face in the bear of kind of confusion, like, what did he just do?
Do I know what he did?
You understand he just cast Comprehend Languages.
Okay.
You also understand Comprehend Languages doesn't apply to bestial.
Can I...
The bear is fine.
Damn it. Can I persuade the bear with a massive disadvantage?
Roll persuasion. Look, you're just asking to, can I have a ride?
Yeah.
Roll
Well, the bear already
persuasion.
said yes.
Yeah, the bear...
You just have to have the arrows out of you. That's all. That was all the
Am I still
condition.
bleeding?
Probably a little bit, yeah.
Alright, so I'll try and heal myself.
Let's
see what happens there.
I'll use healing hands on you.
No.
No?
No persuasion,
likes the
just
chaos.
straight. Okay, you take 3 points of damage. He just goes... there is no elegance in it.
That's fair. I'm down to... let's minus another 3. No, 3. Done. 25. Yeah, I actually managed to get off healing words without causing chaos.
Oh, okay.
What was the dice for healing words?
I think it's...
D4? That's healing words.
Oh yeah, no, it was D4 plus...
Your level.
Charisma modifier.
Okay.
What did you say?
Yeah, D4 plus charisma modifier.
Man,
Cool.
do I have one?
I heal 6.
Nothing.
What's that?
Down, back to 31. Nice and healthy.
You don't have an active healing skill, I don't think.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have healing touch or healing hands.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
gross.
But it's not even on the sheet I'm using, so.
You
No,
gotta
it won't.
figure your holes to heal them.
You can heal based off your max level.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm on this bear.
Oh. Nachos! Be the DM.
I'm on this bear. That's what's happening.
So you walk over
Yeah.
and you climb onto the bear.
Yeah.
It sort of knelt down as you hop on and it sort of sits up again.
Does he start blowing?
Yes.
Your
hair starts majestically moving like you're heroically sitting there as you just sit there.
I heal 15 imaginary.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Fuck, I love this. Can we keep him? I mean the bear, not the guy.
You hear in your head,
Eh?
I come with the guy.
You do. Fine, we'll keep him. Be aware that it's a compromise, bear god.
I'm standing right next to you.
Shut up! I'm talking to the bear.
The bear looks at you and then kind of looks up at you and just goes, eh.
He's an odd one, isn't he?
So what is your guys' plan as you are now hearing the sound of ransacking around you?
Well, as I say to the lady, since I saved her life belongs to me now. I mean, I walk out of the building and I just see them. I'm just like,
I need to make a note of this. There is a woman.
Are you still covered in blood?
probably. I'm not healed, but I reckon my cloak would hide a fair bit of it.
Yeah.
I mean, my tail might be bent.
I'm currently riding the bear.
The bear is...
Oh, fuck, yeah, you're right. I'm going to make this work. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
That work with
Oh, thank you. Yep. I'm going to so try and steal your companion.
Also
might be
tell
able
her
to,
to
don't worry.
Also tell her to
It won't
remember
stop
the
you.
name Fitz.
Was that?
Fitzfuzzums. She must remember that name. And
She will.
I'm going to make my way towards the boat.
Towards the boat.
Yeah.
So you walk out from the alleyway from these guys.
Yeah, I'm just like,
I
You
feel
walk,
like
you walk past this bear, and as you go past, you feel your tail as you go near the bear almost feel like it's being blown in the wind, but there is no wind as you walk around it, and the ransacking is still going on.
I'm going to roll to see if I'm distracted and hit into a wall. If it's above,
What are you rolling?
yeah, okay. I don't hit into a wall.
Oh,
Get blown by the wind.
I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm just hitting.
Nice breeze.
Yeah,
what is your guys' plan? Luggage is insisting that we defend the castle.
I will have a drink of a potion.
I will follow the robot.
It's 1d8, isn't it?
Sorry, Warforge.
1d8?
Yeah.
Bit of a nothing.
Tabaxi. That's you, right?
Yeah.
Are you all doing all right? You seem a bit bloodied.
As I turn, some blood like comes out of the cow and splats on the ground. I'm fine. I mean, he'll turn and continue making his way towards the boat.
Okay. He's already too far ahead now.
Roll me perceptions, everybody.
Here's my die.
That's yours.
Thanks. 13.
12.
Oh wait, do I have?
Yeah, 12.
No, that makes sense. I hate having to jump between sheets.
Yeah.
Ooh, 16.
Very direct,
Oh.
very simple. Biggest threat is to be taken out. Okay. Luggage is going to take on the biggest threat that he comes across.
16.
16 as well.
Okay. As you guys are recouping and dealing with things and the sound of just people ransacking around, luggage is sort of standing around and stuff, you guys make your way a little bit out of the alleyway and sort of move out to follow where Fitz has gone, because he seems to be heading in a direction at least. He walks out into the middle of this sort of dockyard area. Seems almost unnoticed as a bunch of the people who are running around and seem to be barricading up some of the rooms that they're in. And so places are getting ransacked and people are moving on. No one's really paying that much attention to you guys. Some of them are shooting at the airship above them. And you sort of look at the airship and sort of go, right, now what do we do? And you notice over the city there is another shadow of something flying towards the city that looks kind of like an airship in the distance. But it's really hard to tell because it's moving and it also seems to be doing this.
I choose to ignore it.
Okay.
I'm on a bear. What do I care? I'm just going. Da, 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 da.
Luggage says, we should head to the castle, and turns and starts directing the party.
Away, bear!
Starts heading towards the castle direction, sort of implying we all should go, and sort of starts.
I go, come Volker.
The bear sort of picks up pace a little bit and starts moving next to Aaron.
He's just probably like,
I did not notice that guy before.
What?
There's a guy on my laptop screen.
By hanging on him.
I got distracted by him. Okay, yep, so you guys start heading through this sort of ransacked area. You've noticed that...
I stay there.
You stay
I'm
there?
going to liberate this area. I'm going to get rid of all the ransackers. And I'm going to write my name with my own blood on that ship.
Okay. Roll
Wow,
me,
that's a lot of things.
roll me perception.
20. Non-natural.
Okay. You look around and you notice there is a group of 4 guys who are currently sort of breaking into a dock area on the other side of the docks. there appears to be a few people who are coming away from the boat. They look like they're kind of injured, just survived where the onslaught of arrows was. It seems like a lot of the people were fighting from the boat because it seemed the safest point, and most of them probably died from the arrow barrage. And you guys are currently heading out. There is about 10 people who appear to be enemies in this town who aren't really focused on you guys. Some are focused on the fact that the ship's being attacked, some are focused on the airship, and some are focused on trying to break into a building.
Hey, Warforge, don't suppose we should help these people?
Affirmative. He stops, turns back, and you notice a gleam of him as his mode changes.
He puts on a doctor's uniform. I will heal you of existence. Walks around snapping necks of everyone with a broken leg.
And one of the guys who's coming across the dock, who sort of looks like he's leading things, turns and goes, huh? And then just engulfs in flame.
Does that surprise me?
Probably.
Okay.
Because there wasn't a spell involved, it was just luggage turning, and the guy failed to save, and just burst in fire.
The guy's just like, oh, hey, over
It
there.
wouldn't surprise me.
The skill would surprise you coming from a Warforged.
Okay, that's true.
You know,
intriguing.
You know what it is, though. Yeah. Roll initiative.
9.
19.
Oh wait, we plus initiative, don't we?
Do we?
Yeah, for dexterity.
Yeah, mine.
17.
12, sorry.
Go back, Lego man.
Cool.
Dexterity, that would make me 21.
Alright, what would you got? 19. Okay, so that would be Johnny Fitz.
I'm very relaxed on this bed. I'm very zen.
Oh, and the bear. I've got to put him first.
Just give him my
Want me to
initiative.
roll for him?
I helped him.
I've got stats from.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, I love that.
I don't
Everything
know
is
his
stats.
I need to do 2 things.
Fuck, I wish I had stats in real life. Be way easier if you like looked at it like instructions for something and it was like, yep, my stats meet the requirement, I can do this.
Alright, cool. Oh, you get a plus 2 on it. Cool. Alright, so we have to create a battle of chaos, so we'll just move this map aside. So, Fitz.
On the beer.
I'm still on the bear.
Still on the bear, heading out of town. Out of town is in this direction.
Where's the boat?
The boat is out there. Yep. Luggage. Drew. Where's your guy gone? Oh, there he is. Kieran, just turn to fight. That's you guys now, isn't it? Yep. And I'm just going to use these knights, so 2 guys over there. 4 guys who are currently attempting to break into another building, which is basically over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. 9. 10. Kill.
Because that's Spider-Man.
It's an Iron Spider-Man, yes.
Fuck.
I have cool looking minifigures.
I like it.
Okay.
He's got that curved blade. Is it like a scimitar? Is that what you call that blade?
Yep. Right.
Fuck, I would not want to fight that actually.
Now, for perspective, he looks the strongest.
Yeah, damn right. He's got spider armor and a scimitar. You fucking kidding me?
Right. So Johnny goes up first.
Oh shit.
So all squares are 5 foot meters based off spacing and stuff, so you can figure out where everyone is based in relation to where they are.
And we haven't recovered anything.
No, I don't think you have.
Nope. So
You're gonna need some healing, mate.
I healed 4.
4.
I need to go and look up Crown of Madness. Humanoid?
Yes.
Good. Sweet. I am.
Cool. I have got the stats.
Cool. I'm gonna try and get the closest guy with a sword. That's not the main guy.
To you,
Yeah.
you have this range. So these guys are coming from a dock here. So this guy.
Actually, no. I want to go for the Iron Spider.
You want to go for him?
Yeah. I'll give it a hot go.
Okay. Roll your D100 first
Oh yeah, right.
to see if this even works. Unless you want to actively unattune.
No. Never. This is more powerful. 90. Man, I'm rolling high today. Holy shit.
Cool. So what's the save?
Must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed.
What's the DC? What's your spell DC?
My spell DC is 16.
He fails.
Yes!
Crown of Madness has been put upon Iron Spider. Which, do you want to read out the spell so I understand it? I believe it's they attack their friends, or?
The charmed target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. The target can act normally on its turn if you choose no creature or if none are within its reach.
Okay.
On your subsequent turns, you can use your action to maintain control, but they need to then fail the wisdom saving throw again.
Okay, cool.
If he's hit by one of us, it doesn't.
Doesn't break.
Sweet.
So cool, I just tell him to swipe the guy next to him.
Cool, so on his turn he will attack the guy next to him.
Sweet. I'm useful. It's like,
Fitz.
Okay, so I'm quite close to him.
That's my last level 2 spell.
So what I'm going to do is my turret's going to jump off my shoulder. It can actually move up to 15 feet on the same turn of its own.
Nice humble brag.
I'm just going to get it to move there.
Are you going to use that? Okay.
And I'm going to...
It's a little Fitz. It's all here.
These are all... How close are these people? Like, are they bunched up? Like,
they're all 5 foot squares, so they're as close as they are next to each other as they are.
Whoops. I guess that's, so 5, 10, 15, right?
Yep.
Okay. Needs to be closer to them for me to do it. I guess I'm just going to get it to look up and just shoot at him.
Okay.
For now. Which is 20 non-natural.
Cool, that'll hit.
Uh, 10 damage. And then I'm going to shoot at the same one with my rifle. I guess not.
Bang! As it moves back from being shot and goes, ah! This bullet goes past him and he goes, oh, something just went past my ear.
You remind him that he's got tinnitus.
Aaron, you're up.
I'm going to Burning Hands at level 3. These guys.
Okay, so you're going to
Which I think is
5, 10, because it's a code of 15 foot.
let me check.
25. Then it'll be 10,
Wait,
20.
before I move.
Yeah, I'm just seeing you were there, so it's 5.
15 foot. I'm gonna use a sorcery point to double that range anyway, so I don't have to move close to them. So I can just go there.
Okay, so it'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You'd only get those two in
Okay.
range, so,
So
doing that would get you in range. So
So-
sorcery point to there. Yep.
at level 3, which means I get goes from 1 to 3. That's a plus 2d6. So I have.
And they all have to make saves.
D6.
I don't think.
They, it's a
Oh, they do have to make a save on the damage.
yeah from the damage. So if they save, they make half. So what's your spell save?
Dex save. That's
No, your spell DC save. So
What did you run?
yours is what's your charisma modifier?
Plus 4.
Okay.
8 plus 4, isn't it? Plus proficiency.
Yeah, 8 plus 4 plus proficiency. So proficiency is a plus 3.
15.
Okay.
Damage.
Shit. Okay. You turn. How do you want your burning hands to look?
Oh. I go like that.
So you walk up and you're just like, nah, and there's just
It's like a 2D shape that gets bigger.
whooshes over these guys, and as it stops, they look like a cartoon blackened character as they all just kind of go, and they all die.
I changed my mind. I like you. I'm fickle.
You hear in your head,
Yeah.
I don't like being here. You want to go somewhere else?
All right.
And the bear goes,
I'm entirely okay with this.
Wait, why is he going towards the enemy?
stops, and then like gets to here and actively tries to flick you off. I need you to roll a save.
That's not happening. 19.
You hang on as he basically comes to an immediate stop.
Fuck you, bear.
And then he just goes,
Piggyback?
do you want one?
Yeah. Do we fight? Does he fit the the papoose that we made?
No. You hear in your head.
Yeah.
I can help you.
Okay.
Cool. And you guys notice as the bear just vanishes, and you just kind of plop to the ground.
God damn it!
And it fuses into you.
What?
You now have the ability to fly up to 60 feet. I need to double check the other things that happen.
Hang on.
So while he's fused with you, you what is it doing?
I'm taking the legs.
So you can fly up to 60 feet.
Oh my god. I look like a monstrosity.
In any wind-based spell is considered double.
Oh.
And
piece fit on as
you have advantage on any dexterity saves you have to do. And
No.
and you have an extra 2 AC.
Oh god. I feel so
I forgot to add that to you.
powerful.
Sorry.
That's alright.
Yeah, you feel slightly lighter essentially.
Cool. And fluffy.
Yeah.
My turn.
No. Nope. These 3 dudes see that. Pure confusion. One dude shoots at Aaron. 2 dudes shoot at you.
They only have swords in this example.
No, these
They're gunblades, clearly.
Those 3 guys were the ones who were shooting at the airship.
Okay.
So these guys only had swords. Okay. 4, 4, and a 15.
None.
I don't think I would hit any of you guys.
No.
So these three they don't pull out bows, they pull out like little flintlock pistols and start shooting them. And they fire off
Can't
one
even
shot.
shoot your mama.
They all fire off these one shots and just drop the guns. And then they all pull out swords. And
Suck.
run.
Oh wait, they gotta break my concentration. Shit.
Concentration for what?
The Crown of Madness. I have to keep it up each turn.
Oh!
This dude in front of the gun turret looks down and attacks it with a 19 to hit.
I think it does fit, yeah.
He's pretty good.
Where is it?
7 damage onto your gun turret. I don't know how much health your gun turret has.
Level 6, right? It would have 30 HP.
Okay. It's down to 23. Sweet. This guy steps to the side and pulls out a flintlock at you and shoots at you, Fitz.
No. Don't literally Crown of Madness the last
14. No. And then...
You were a really good AC.
Yeah.
With cat-like reflexes.
I mean...
This guy
got a +5 to dex.
Turns to him and goes at him, and this guy happens to just move back and it just sort of swishes past him and he goes, "Sorry, sir!" And this guy goes, and
you hear me in his voice going, "Fuck!"
and gets to there. Drew over there fires a firebolt. And it flies through and smacks into that guy. With a decent amount of damage off him. Cute. And then luggage will 10, 15 into range with him and makes a swipe at him and misses. And we're back up to Johnny.
It's not really worth the Crown of Madness.
Remember, you have the ability of flight.
I could just stay in the air and cast spells.
How many spell slots do you have, though?
2?
Magic users, I would change fire resistant 10-foot reach. Okay. Still doesn't stop the fact that you missed.
Okay, so yeah, I guess I'll fly. How long can I fly for?
60 feet.
No, like time-wise.
While the beer is fused with you.
Oh, okay, cool. So
which lasts about a minute.
Infinite.
It's technically infinite.
Is it a minute?
It's a minute.
I thought you said 10 minutes.
No, 10 minutes outside of combat.
Oh, right.
Alright, so I just go up so I'm out of range. So 60 feet up.
Okay.
And then I just cast Crown of Madness on the guy in the middle instead.
Can you move it from one to another?
No, so I need to recast it.
So you're recasting it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other guy's useless. 77. Damn it, no wild magic.
Cool. So, Crown of Madness is on him.
In the middle. Yep, that's pretty much it.
You telling him to do something?
He'll attack one of the guys next to him on his turn. Fitz, you're up.
Since he moved away, I'm not going to do what I originally thought. I'm just going to attack him normally. Go for a target first. That's going to... Oh, wait. 14?
No.
No. 20...
Yep. I don't know who you're shooting, but yep.
The same one. So 5 for electric. Oh, total is 14. Oh, wait. 19.
And you're shooting this guy here?
Yeah, and then that's 5 for electric.
So that flies through, smacks him. he go down, and then jumps onto the guy next to him.
Is that the lightning?
Yep.
It goes in one arm, charcoals him, and then shoots out the other arm. And he's like, I'm sorry!
Friend! Oh!
It shoots out the guy's eyes. He like looks and goes.
You cunt! You couldn't get over that. I slept with your sister.
Aaron?
Aaron? Okay. What I wanted to do before I realised I can't do because it's you can only shrink people, not items people are holding.
I think you can shrink
You can't-
items,
Not if they're
but if they're
wearing them.
equipping. Okay.
Yeah. So I wanted to shrink this guy's helmet around his face.
That's a baller move.
I
like
think
it.
that's why you can't do it.
Yeah.
No dropping whales.
Yeah, I'm just gonna slice at this guy. He's right near me.
Okay.
Where's my 20? Oh, this is literally it.
Probably take those back.
24?
Yep.
Alright. 9 slashing. And 10? Yeah, 10 fire.
God damn, everyone
How do
gets
you
so
kill
much damage.
How do I kill him?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Bifurcate him, bifurcate him. Come through the waist.
Yep.
Oh, is it hot, the blade?
Yes.
Fire damage.
He's still alive for a minute. You cauterize the wound perfectly.
I Darth Maul him.
Yeah.
You Darth Maul him, so heal.
Yeah. Tell my wife I hate her.
And as a bonus action, can I kick him into the guy?
Yes. It won't do anything, but you just kick the corpse into the dude next to him.
You demoralize
Just
him.
goes, nah!
Gross.
It was one day till your retirement.
Retirement is death in their culture.
Out of combat. Cool. So this guy 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 gets up to Fitz. Strikes at Fitz.
Good luck, Fitz.
15.
Do you have like an AC of 18 or something?
17.
Oh.
Just fucking Matrix dodges point blank.
Cool.
The guy turns on the other guy.
This guy turns?
Yeah.
Yes, he was
That
crowned a matter, so he will strike him.
Fuck you.
19.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
I need to double. That is a D6. Cool. Turns, strikes his buddy. His buddy goes, "Ah! What's wrong with you?" And then steps around him. He goes 5, 10, 15. Looks up at you.
I am your god now.
25, 30. And the orc's there, so he's not quite in range of you. And he starts brandishing his sword in your direction. He's just getting angry. He's holding an action, essentially. So, and then this dude turns and faces luggage. Takes a swipe at the luggage. What is wrong with this guy? He goes and just stabs the ground in front of luggage, and then looks up at luggage and just stares angrily at him. I roll
Nice.
1.
I see that I was right to switch. That guy sucks.
20. You're up.
He's gonna hit us and it's gonna be like max damage. That's what's gonna happen. Fucking min-max his stats.
I'll just roll for Drew and luggage as well.
I'll be normal and just cast
Oh,
Firebolt on that
luggage will
guy.
actually hit him. Which one are you firebolting?
That one. So I release the Crown of Madness.
You're releasing Crown of Madness of him. Okay, so roll to attack.
What is Firebolt?
It's 2d6 damage and it's off your modifier.
Oh, that's right. So it's 16 right off the bat. 2d4.
D6.
D6. Man,
So-
that's actually decent.
It's a cantrip. It's because you're level 6. It goes up.
Oh. 11.
Plus 3.
That's what comes with the gauntlet. First time using it. I had this gauntlet for 5, 6 games.
Okay, so you shot him.
Yeah.
Cool. How do you kill him?
These guys are weak.
He becomes
grunts.
He becomes ash from the top down. And a little puddle.
boom.
Except for his shoes.
Yeah. He's all on his shoes.
It's only it's a weak firebolt thing. Yep, you
That was enough to
blast
kill
it. You blast it, and it sets fire to his clothing, and he just kind of drops to the ground, going ah. It just sort of ashes around him.
Cool. Crown of Madness, the other guy. Make him eat him.
He attacks. It doesn't turn him into a cannibal.
Damn it! I need a more powerful spell.
He can attack someone else with his mouth.
He's currently standing next to you. If you try to shoot him, it's at disadvantage.
The turret will shoot first. And it will miss. It will miss.
Okay.
Could you move back and then shoot him? That'll still be disadvantage. Oh.
No.
He'll attack me.
Yeah.
You get an attack of opportunity. Are you attacking at disadvantage, or are you...
Do it, do things recklessly. They're more fun.
Kill. 15. Doesn't hit you. You're fine.
Net 20. How about
Reckless is the way to go.
Oh my gosh! Another net 1.
Oh, please let it like backfire, or it shoots and it springs up.
Roll damage.
It's not gonna.
Let it break your shoulder. Fuck, we are fucking on luggage.
What do you need?
I feel like I'm maybe blind, but
D6?
yeah.
Yeah, this one here?
Yep. We see.
Don't include lightning to this, though.
But I wanna.
He's earthed, he's metal,
Where'd
dude.
the other one? Other blue one go over? Oh. You got them all over there. They're all 5s. So 20. 20 damage and 5's lightning. So
Oh
I do
my God.
5 lightning damage to him.
I should have made that target luggage, that's mean. So 20 damage?
Yep.
Is luggage still alive?
Luggage is still alive.
I'm helping in my own way.
Let me try and heal him, I can only help.
If I use mending on luggage, does that count as healing?
No. We've had this conversation.
Oh, no.
I imagine he's got like a little gooey part in the middle. That's actually luggage.
Cool. Aaron?
He has not let me confirm this yet. I've tried to fist him. Like with a better term.
Alright, I'll
He's going to be
run
so mad at me next week.
slash at this guy.
That should do it.
11?
No.
Oh, do I add I don't add prof, do I?
2.
So 12, not 11. 12.
Still misses.
Oh, mate.
I didn't even ask the question, why is fusing with a bear make me fly? He doesn't have wings.
You didn't ask him.
That's fair, that's not a question I would ask. I just assume bear magic.
I can't do anything then. Because I don't have any reaction spells.
No. So you've run up and attempted to slice him.
Yeah.
Failed. Cool. Drew is going to make another shot with a firebolt at the big dude. And hit him. And Luggage is going to use his turn to use up 3 psi points and heal himself.
Because he can.
Oh, fuck me.
You wanted to kill him.
This whole time, it wasn't Battlesmith. It was just Artificer in general. I've been missing out on my my second shot the whole time.
You started this war drunk.
Yeah, just
Okay.
Some things have been natural ones, natural 20s. You are all over the show.
Luggage is pulled back. Yes, it's okay. He's healed himself.
Nobody cares.
I swear it was a battlesmith all along, but it's not. It's just level 5 and... Fuck me.
That's what you get for being complicated.
This whole war, I've just been like, yeah, I can't do it because it's a battlesmith, but...
Okay, this guy takes a swing at luggage again.
Yeah.
Misses. Just. This guy turns to take a swing at Aaron, and I'm guessing 12 misses. And then this dude crits on Fitz.
What?
You are drunk.
We're 10 damage.
Oh, phew.
As he walks in range, it just goes.
That wasn't the first, it's not doubled, is it?
It cut you around
total
one leg.
leg.
It's a hell of a gash.
Yeah, I'm still alive.
It's so deep it doesn't bleed.
Cool, Fitz, you're up. Sorry, Johnny, you're up. Then Fitz. Because Fitz just got hit, so my brain was thinking Fitz.
I'm gonna whip out all the damage next then.
I'm gonna Phantasmal Force that guy.
Okay.
Yep. First I need to see if that happens, or if something else happens. Come on, something else.
I spent so long thinking of multi
82, god damn it!
Okay, what does he see?
I put him in an iron cage.
Okay.
Filled with a cat that
And
won't
what's
stop
the
me
save
dying.
that he has to make against it?
Yeah.
That's your spell save, eh?
Yep. Which is...
Cool, no, succeeds. So he thinks he's in an iron cage.
Filled with cats that won't stop me out.
Cool, this guy just starts screaming, shut up!
Yeah, that's all he
This
does.
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just hear
He's
him.
just standing there, just, shut up! All of you! Shut up!
I'm not like my father. It's like, that's weird. That's not my spell.
So I'm still 5 feet away from this guy, right?
No, he closed the gap in. I just can't put him any further too.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So you're really good at shooting, right? Are you good at throwing as well? Because I'd love it if you could take down the trigger and throw.
No.
Damn it! Because fuck, that would be great.
This is a turret and it's
It sucks.
14, I presume no.
That'll miss.
You were taking out an army before. What happened?
He was up in an airship.
I step back. It paid off. Let's see if they hit. The first one misses.
Oh my god.
So he's got
The
two.
second one hits. It actually hits.
What was it?
19.
Okay, yeah.
Are you
I have a
sure?
plus 8. Alright, so 17 and 4 is electric.
Cool. You turn, shoot, bang! This electric bolt blasts out of him. Are you 5 or 10 feet away from him? You take 2 lightning damage
You
as it
boned
blasts
yourself.
out of you and hits you.
You shot it, you're like, oh right, shit. My eyebrows, no.
Can I point my gun out and
he's
let it
dead.
take it?
That's how it happens.
You want
It
to,
arcs off the gun.
yeah, you do that, and it just arcs off and just goes off
It's like,
your arm.
oh, electricity, that's right. Ah!
You take 2 lightning damage.
Your pinky feels odd.
Aaron?
I'm going to do the same thing.
I hope not.
Won't take lightning
No,
damage.
yeah, I'm going to take some lightning damage. Whoo-wee! 14 hit?
No.
Okay. I'm still...
Damn it.
I'm not in this guy, he's facing away from me.
He's going to turn around and strike at you now. 15.
Where is it?
I think that's your AC.
I have 15 hits, so that
Yeah.
means it hits.
That'll hit.
Okay, can I shield?
Yes.
Alright, I'll shield.
Then it fails. That was abrupt. Luggage. Smacked in the face. This is not going to end well for luggage.
How much health
He just has to
does he,
step back. The cage will
Luggage
keep him
healed
there.
himself, so he went up.
By how much?
3 side points worth, brought him up to 10 points, so he went up to 13. He was on 3 HP.
He was almost dead. Almost dead.
Just
He
step
might
back,
die
you
here.
dickhead.
This might get him.
He takes 5 damage.
Oh. I thought that guy would do it.
I rolled pretty low. Johnny, you're up.
Has that guy had his turn? So he
he-
did it without hitting the cage.
Ah, that's true. Okay, so he takes damage if he tries to...
Hit the cage. And then I can force 1d6 psychic damage on my turn.
Okay, I have to take that off then, because he has to actively fight to see through the illusion, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
And
Okay.
then if he fails, on a failed save, blah, 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 blah.
17?
Yeah, that would succeed, so he breaks out.
Okay, so,
Yeah,
he,
so everything happens as it was.
I'm trying to not break things this time.
Oh, it's frozen.
I'm out of spell slots. Could I force wild magic instead?
Damn it!
Damn you, God! How big is mold earth? And do I have to be touching the ground?
It's like 5 foot. Basically, think of it like...
Can I put a wall up between them to divide them?
No.
Okay. never mind.
It'd be more like, clay pot molding kind of thing. Like you can go... kind of thing. I think you can move 5 square feet or something, but you can't. It also has to be loose earth. You guys are around a dockyard. It's not earth, it's wood.
Right, I just firebolt.
Okay.
No, 5. Or does it use... No, what does it use? Spell DC or do I roll for it?
You rolled a hit.
Okay, 5, no.
No, okay. Luggage is using another side point to heal himself. So that's Luggage's move. Okay. So it's Fitzgo.
Can I move still?
Yeah, you can fly still.
Yeah, I'll just put myself over the top there.
Okay.
Actually, that looks so funny every time. I can see the wig from behind him.
Yeah. That's how he knows it's his turret. He summons it with the hair.
15 to hit, I presume it misses, and
Who are you shooting?
both of them. Spider-Man.
Okay, no. Both.
The Iron Spider, please.
Oh, they all fucking miss. Wow.
Cool. You're
Luggage is gonna die and he's not here.
Sorry, Luggage.
I'm gonna... Even though this guy's attacking me, I'm gonna magic missile level 3 this guy.
Okay. Roll damage. So I think it's
5. It's plus 1 for each level.
Yeah.
So that's 3, 6,
4? Yeah, that's a 4.
10. Yeah, 10, 12, 14.
Cool. His magic missile just flies around this dude, just into his back, and he's like,
This,
no, they're gone now. What the hell is going on?
his sweet jetpack falls off.
The dude that you didn't attack tries attacking you again.
Shield.
That's right, he rolled a 13.
Oh, okay, I won't shield
Yeah,
then.
he goes to attack and misses.
Punch him in the nose.
The big dude, because no one else has engaged them, he's going to hit our luggage again.
Yeah, I'm not getting in between that. Last time I tried to help him, I almost died.
Yeah, I'm only at 15.
Dude goes, swipe! And,
Okay.
you're looking at the chat, yeah.
Few more spells.
Luggage is down to 10 health. Luggage is going to... I'm trying to think how Luggage would play this. Would he actively pull back or would he just keep fighting?
No, he would be all in.
Yeah.
And if Matt contests, he's wrong.
He's going to force this guy to make a con save.
Can I cutting words to help?
It's okay. He failed his con save.
Cool.
And cool. Iron Spider is on fire. Luggage just looks at him angrily and then just.
Damn it, Matt. Mystics are so overpowered. It's so cool.
Johnny.
I'll try and firebolt again. Does it help that he's on fire?
Wait, if you're firebolting,
I'm going to tell you this from the bear verbing this in your mouth.
Oh right.
Your gust spell
Right.
technically does damage now.
Oh, cool. Let's do that.
It's considered a level 1 spell if it was a level 1 spell.
Wait, if it's considered a level 1...
It's as powerful as a level 1.
Oh, okay. It doesn't start wild magic.
It doesn't start it.
I'm like telling the bear, yeah, I've got this condition.
So, I don't think you can do damage with that spell, but you can actively force a creature to go prone.
Oh, okay, let's do that.
So it'll have to make a spell save against you pushing it.
So 16?
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't help, did I? Nope, that's not the face of confidence.
You made him more strong.
He's got a
What
plus
if you
2.
I put him out.
I rolled a 14, but a plus 2 to con makes 16, so he makes the save.
Oh,
Fuck.
Yeah, well, what if you knocked him prone and the gust is still pushing him and he just rolls?
Enter the turret.
He does a sweet backflip and now he's not on fire. I'm like, fuck!
Fitz.
The turret misses.
Take the triangles out.
Time for a gust in this.
Experiments.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It hits. No, only one hits.
Man, this guy is
What was the damage?
Oh, I'll roll them.
So, well, what was the hit?
On the head, 15.
Yeah, only one hit. The other one.
You rolled a 15.
Yeah.
Plus.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Because you're shooting Iron Spider. Eh?
yeah, I shouldn't have made it electric. so just say I change it to ice.
So like,
You can't use your turret if you change it. It's a bonus action to change the mode.
I mean, I already rolled for the turret though.
I know.
Oh well, you know. What I'll do is the turret moves closely. You see, boop, boop. So
the turret attaches to Luggage's chest, acting as armor and a gun.
Okay. So what's the damage?
Good save.
16 and 6 is electric.
Oh man,
We gotta
so
kill him.
4 health now.
Your turret takes the damage. I will be nice and do that. The lightning jumps off the guy and hits the turret, not luggage.
It's not gonna hit him.
No, because he's miles up in
That's
the air.
true.
He's 60 feet in the
I
air.
am a god.
You
How
fucked
high?
up.
You're still 60 in the... Yeah, okay. Kill. So, turret has taken a total of...
Question:
11
how long
HP.
has he been in the air for?
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. He fused with the bear.
How long's a round?
6 seconds.
It hasn't been 10 rounds.
It's
Maybe.
it's a minute is about 10 rounds.
Hmm.
That's usually how it's orientated.
Okay. So we got 5, is it?
You guys have basically killed a dude a round. It's been 7 rounds.
Okay,
It's been about 7 rounds. But you didn't start this fight off in 7 rounds as
True.
well, so you've got about 5 left.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep note of that.
Hang on. That gives me an idea.
Whose turn was it?
He just went.
He's just gone, so it's your turn.
Alright, can I Misty Step over here?
Yes. And it doesn't take it doesn't take an attack of opportunity to Misty Step.
No, I just realised I can't do an action if I Misty Step.
And you can just run over there.
Yeah.
and just risk
I
attacking.
won't make it to luggage though if I run. So I'm only got 30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I do?
You would be right next to luggage, yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll take the attack opportunity as well.
Okay. 19. He's going to hit you.
I can't use shield as a reaction?
You can as a reaction to do that, to knock your AC up to 19 if you want.
Yep.
Okay.
Did Nat leave a message? I want to see if he's panicking about
Luggage.
1, 3, 1. Keep track of my
He
spell
says,
slots.
why just use lightning? Change it to something else.
No, I'm going to keep it the same then.
All in. Don't worry, I've got a plan to kill him
Hey,
one shot.
I'm gonna heal
You mean
him.
luggage or?
Full hand.
Ah!
So 4 plus
Hopefully
1.
not.
10.
Cool. So you touch luggage and he goes and sort of glows. He's back up to 20 HP.
I can fix that. No.
More lightning.
More ones.
Cool. This dude will then turn and run towards you. It's 25 feet in, and he will make another attack at you.
Alright.
With a 7.
Probably
I'll
pee
hit
on
you.
him from there.
He
It's
misses.
not far off.
The other Iron Spider attacks luggage and misses.
Oh, thank God.
Just. And Drew will fire a firebolt at the other soldier with a 16 to hit. Cool. So Drew fires and it goes boom and kills that dude.
Well, that makes my plan slightly easier.
What are you up to?
Cool. Johnny, you're up.
Okay, so I've got a few questions.
Yes.
Can I forcibly eject from the bear?
Yes.
Cool.
How high up are you?
If I throw something, does it gain terminal velocity? Like, if I'm directly above someone and I throw something down, does it increase in damage?
Depending on the height.
How high?
Depending on the item. Are you talking about a spoon?
A dagger. Or a crowbar.
Crowbar.
Or
Why
a
would
wood.
you?
Or a
Why would you
diplomat
split
pouch.
from the bear? Why don't you just stop flying?
Because I'm going to use my weight behind the dagger.
Oh, you're going to jump down. Okay. I will consider it a crit if you hit it.
Oh, gross.
If you are jumping down actively,
Yeah, like that.
like that. I need you to make a con save first. If you're forcibly defusing from the bear, I need a con save.
Okay. God damn it.
Oh, there's my fucker's plans up as well.
What about acrobatics
No,
as well for his
oh.
fall?
My fucker's plans
It
up.
might, yeah.
Constitution. Alright, so I have modifier plus 3.
Thank
10?
What was the save? I can't remember.
It's 10.
Oh.
So I make it or don't?
Just made it. You actively go, I want to diffuse, and the bear and you diffuse, and you feel this weird kind of sensation is essentially like part of you has been pulled out of something. And
That's
you just,
gross.
it doesn't feel right, but you fight through it and pull out a dagger and start going down.
As he's screaming E, crying.
Roll me an attack.
Oh god. There's a lot on this roll. Oh, 19. What would that be plus? Anything?
It's a dagger attack, so it's finesse, so do plus your dex.
Plus 4, so 23.
Yeah, that'll hit him. Roll damage.
What would the damage be?
It's normal damage, but it's considered a crit.
Okay,
So you double your dice.
What?
D4? Was it D6?
It's a d4 for a dagger.
D4 for a dagger.
Yeah. It's not much of a crit.
I'm trying, alright?
What did you get?
One. There's a whole 2 damage.
So here's the thing. He only had 2 health left.
So I look.
Explain your kill.
I look really impressive. So I come down in the top of his head, and then because of my whole weight, I just keep going down his back.
So what happens is you come
And he
down.
breaks my fall.
You're picturing this as you're going in for this critical attack.
Yeah.
As you fly in and you smack down behind him.
Yeah.
And the dagger stabs into his helmet. You take 6 bludgeoning damage as you smack onto the ground, and this dagger just pins into him. But because you're hanging onto it, it takes the back of his helmet he's wearing and just kind of carves down the back of him. And then you crash on the ground, and he just kind of goes, huh? Drops his blade and just drops to the ground.
And I just go, woo! Nailed it!
And the bear, wherever he's gone,
fell on the ground.
Oh, yeah, he destroyed the bear.
I thought the bear could fly on its own, to be fair.
The bear, as you've defused,
Yeah.
stays ethereal in the air and just kind of floats there in like this weird gaseous kind of form, and just sort of floats down to the ground once it makes it to the ground, and then reforms as a bear.
That's so gonna bite
And
me.
it just lands there and just goes, no, and then it just kind of sits down. And that's everybody dead. Well done.
Exactly, too. That's the best.
Can't write this stuff.
Oh man.
So there is
So
a
you're
sound.
gonna kill him anyway, either way, no matter what.
Yeah.
Thank God for that crit.
Yeah, if I didn't have that.
It would have been 1 damage, and then he would have just been on 1 health. That would have been interesting. Yeah, so the fight goes. There's still sounds of things that are on fire as you guys are kind of in the middle of this dock area. And you sort of look around, you notice most of the people who were here that you thought you saw during the attacks have probably were here initially and have moved on to another location somewhere. And it appears to be some survivors sort of poking their heads out from shots and things, sort of looking around but then ducking away again. They don't quite know what to do or to trust you guys. The airship is currently hovering above you guys still.
Fitz will shout at him to put the fire out, because aren't some buildings on fire? And
I totally forgot that guy was also on fire, but the damage would have killed him afterwards anyway. But it wasn't his turn yet, so we didn't.
I put him out with my dagger.
You put him out with a dagger.
That's just a corpse on fire on the ground.
So are you telling the airship to?
Well, the people in the area that are just hiding about.
So you're just shouting out.
Yeah.
Roll me a persuasion.
I mean, after that, I'm going to start painting on the ship.
Do you have enough blood left?
It's only 8.
Matt says impressive hero landing man thing.
Saved his life. I deserve brownie points.
You're also prone on the ground.
I broke both my ankles.
What did you roll, sorry?
Only 8.
Only 8. You start shouting this, and a bunch of people kind of... Some of them look out and look back. A woman walks out of the shop and goes, "Consider our debt sorted then."
No!
and turns around and goes, "Come on, we'll put the fires out," to some people in the shop that she was hiding in, and they start running out to grab some buckets and things from the water, and then running back in.
Fuck bitch.
And you're just like, just remember, I was Johnny Storm.
So now that the battle's over, what are you guys doing?
I'm painting.
You're painting. You run down the dock to the ship. Luggage then.
Luggage comes and puts me over his shoulder.
Luggage will walk over to Drew, and
Oh.
Drew will heal luggage. Because Drew can do that.
That's fair.
Somebody pick me up.
Put the papoose on luggage while he's being healed.
No, put on the beer.
Roll me perceptions, Johnny and Aaron.
Natural 20. Could have used you before, you fuck.
Cool. You sort of look around and you look at the sort of destroyed things, and you're like, well, we've got to head into the city. And you sort of look over the city, and you're like, there's something above the city. And Johnny turns and goes, oh, it's a dragon. It's a dragon.
Hang on. I shit my pants.
And so currently flying above the city is a massive dragon. And that's where we're ending it for the
God
day.
damn it, I have
Is
those
it a
spells
friendly
left.
dragon? Is it a friendly dragon?
It's a
What
dragon.
colour is it?
Is it currently blowing
Red.
fire?
Ah, red.
Not so
friendly.
You know, red, the colour of friendly.
Colour friendly.
Colour of friendship.
That doesn't look so
Yeah.
friendly.
It's the colour of friendship.
And fire. And blood.
Fire is good.
And
Fire is
rage.
friendship.
Fire is friendship.
Blood is friendship. Rage is friendship.
I say we quickly fix up this boat and we just sail off.
I agree. and
I got
look
mending as
towards
well.
you.
Yeah, nice.
It's like, boys, let's get our fuck on. Let's get the hell out of here.
I might be able to.
Matt, you need to come next week because I don't know how luggage would deal with a dragon. I also don't know how Drew would deal with a dragon. Remember, you have an airship, but that's about as far as I can get.
Why don't we just go through the portal, go back to our house, you know?
Let the city die.
To be fair, the Hobbits are the same thing. They just left them to it.
Anyway,
I might be able to convince that lady to come with us. It's not safe here. It's a dragon.
You owe me.
Yeah, I saved your life.
You're trying to get a portable
I'm doing it again.
concubine.
till next time. Bye all. It'll be a slightly later stream again because of people working till about 1, so it'll be a 2 o'clockish stream again. So yeah.
I'll put her in a bag of holding with just her head poking out.
So she can breathe.
Maybe that's
Yeah,
how we
just
kill the
stick a
dragon.
straw
Bag of
in.
holding over the head.
Well, no, you just do that with multiple people. Just have multiple heads just poking out as your check. Okay.